techniques. It's not actually, I just say a little known technique, but it's actually going to be more than one little known techniques. Things that I do in my business every day, and they kind of almost become second nature in what I do online. But I'm going to be showing you exactly what those techniques are. And it's interesting that very few people are actually using these techniques, but they make all the difference when we're selling products online. And like I said, I'm also going to be showing you how to find these secret affiliate offers that can pay you as much in some cases as $5,000 plus just in commissions. And think about this for a second. If, let's say, you were selling a product online and you were getting paid $5,000 commission for each one that you sold, how many would you need to sell to make a decent income? So just type into the question box how many $5,000 products every month, or rather how many $5,000 commission payouts you would need, okay, to be, to literally just pay your bills and everything. So we've got Tom saying 1, Thomas is saying 1, Paul saying 1. We got, okay, just got lots and scrolling up. Someone said 10, someone saying 1 a month, someone saying brilliant, not many, Martin's saying, absolutely. So you can see here that you wouldn't need to sell very many. Obviously, it'd be great to sell 10, but you don't need to sell an awful lot of these types of products to start kind of like raking in a lot of money. And think about this for a second. If getting a $5,000 commission wasn't as hard, was basically, as much effort to get that commission as selling, let's say, a $20 product or a $50 product and getting 50% commission. So let's say the same amount of effort went in, which would you rather do? So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. But before we get started, let's a little brief introduction to me, because some of you may not know who I am. Basically, I'm known as one of the most successful UK female internet marketers, and I've got a reputation basically as being trustworthy. So, like I said earlier, I only teach what I currently do in my business. I'm not one of these hypey marketers, and I just tell it how it is. And like I said, I've got a reputation as being trustworthy in the industry. I'm the creator of over 30 best-selling products in the internet marketing community, and I've been creating products actually since 2000, well, about late 2009 actually, I think. No, so mid 2009 was when I started creating products. I run live workshops and live online training classes for my students. And I also, I run live, actual physical live workshops in London. Soon going to be running live workshops actually in the south coast of England as well. I also run live online training like what we're doing tonight as well. And I love doing live training because it's, I love the kind of one-on-one, and I love, when people ask questions and I can answer those questions live. I really like that kind of one-on-one kind of basically training environment. And I like to see people get results, specifically when I put on workshops and stuff. For the past 5 years, okay, my average affiliate income has been around about $25,000 a month. Now, when I say that, this is not the amount of money I make per month. This is the amount of money I make not just from selling my own products and everything else. This is the amount of money I make selling other people's products as an affiliate. So that's very important to understand. So a lot of people, they quote figures, and then that will be like 25 grand a month, from affiliate marketing, selling their own products, and affiliates selling their products as well. But 25 grand a month is roughly how much I make as an affiliate. Now, some months it might be less than that, and some months it might be substantially more than that. But that's just roughly kind of like an average, if you like, of how much I make from affiliate marketing. And for the past 2 years, okay, I've been getting most of my traffic from Facebook. And like I said, this has been one of the kind of like biggest changes for me in the kind of like online marketing community. Facebook has been one of the things that has really changed the way that we get traffic, and kind of like, I think, really made the whole process just a lot easier. And it's really made basically getting traffic much easier as well. Okay, so tonight here's what we're going to be going through, and here's what you're going to learn during this class. So first of all, we're going to be talking about how to use Facebook to generate more traffic than you ever imagined. Because affiliate marketing, when it comes down to it, it's all about traffic. The more traffic, website traffic you can generate, the more money you can make in the long term. So with Facebook, it's very, very easy to generate traffic, and I'm going to be showing you several techniques today, using paid traffic on Facebook, and also a load of techniques to do with free traffic, getting free traffic from Facebook as well. So that you can do either. You can pay to get traffic very, very quickly with Facebook, and you can also get free traffic from Facebook as well. I'm going to be showing you two different techniques which I use to generate traffic from Facebook. I'm going to be showing you where to find those elusive high-paying affiliate offers. So we talked about those high-end like affiliate products. Now the problem is with these high-end affiliate products, if you just go to a regular affiliate network like ClickBank or one of these types, or JVZoo or one of these affiliate networks, you're not going to see high-end products there. You might find products which are selling for $97 or $47, or you may find one or two which are selling for $200, and you may get 50% commission. But you're not going to find products there which are selling for like $1,000 or $2,000 or $10,000. You're not going to find those types of products which pay the big paydays. So I'm going to show you kind of like a backdoor into how you can actually start promoting these high-paying affiliate offers tonight. I'm also going to show you exactly how you can make sales easily, okay, without actually having to sell anything, okay? So I know that sounds a little bit hypey, but really this is a technique which I've been using for a while now, and I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can actually make sales without having to be all hypey and salesy yourself. And because I know a lot of you, don't like the idea of selling, and when I first started, I really didn't like the idea of selling. We can actually leave the selling to somebody else, so we don't have to do any selling, but we can still make sales. Okay, so that's an important thing to remember. Okay, so why is this important to you now? Okay, so most affiliate marketing stuff we've learned is dead wrong. So in the internet marketing industry, there's a lot of like ebooks out there, courses, video courses, products. You've probably bought a few of them. And when it comes down to it, a lot of the stuff that is taught in this industry, particularly about affiliate marketing, is it's not necessarily mis-selling, but it's not the process that the professionals are using. And I know this because I buy a lot of products, and I'm in quite a lot of mastermind groups, and some of the people in these mastermind groups, I'm not going to name any names, but a lot of these people do like these product launches. You may have seen that before. And I'm talking to somebody who's, like, as an example, a very well-known internet marketer, and they're just talking about their launch and how well it's just gone, or something they're about to launch, and I have a look at their product, and I very quickly realize that the thing they're teaching in their product is nothing to do with what they do to make money online. So the reason a lot of these people do this is because they they know what's going to sell well in the industry. They know what internet marketers want to buy, and it's not necessarily techniques that work. There might have been things that worked several years ago, but they know that they can make money selling them, and that's why they sell it. So as a result, there's an awful lot of mis-selling in this industry, and a lot of stuff which is taught is completely wrong. So tonight what we're going to be doing is we're going to be stopping all that, and I'm going to be showing you the techniques which I know work because I use them in my business every single day, and I'm going to be showing you examples. Okay. So most affiliate marketers are making very small amounts of money when it comes down to it. Most people who do affiliate marketing are who actually are making sales, okay, are making very, very small commissions. I know a lot of people who I've met people at seminars and events who have been sort of at this for several years, doing lots and lots of work every week, and they're making like sort of $10, $20 a week or something. Some people are making less than that, making like $10 a month or something, or $50 a month, and it's kind of like a waste of their time, really, because they're putting so much effort into it. So when it comes down to it, realistically, most affiliate marketers are making very, very small amounts of money So we've got Graham saying he's made $400 in 4 years. Okay, so and how many hours, Graham, have you put into internet marketing and affiliate marketing? So I'm guessing, Graham, that you've put in more than a couple of hours of work. You put in probably hundreds of hours of work, and yeah. So Graham's saying too many. Yeah, absolutely, Graham. So thanks for that. And that's just I hear that again and again, and it's a very, very common. Okay, so yeah, we've got someone else saying me too. Yeah, absolutely. And Mark saying didn't make anything last year. Okay, Mark, I hear your pain, and you're not alone. And Patricia's saying me three. Yeah, absolutely. So and we've got a lot of people now saying me too. Okay, right, brilliant. I think it's a very common problem, and it's really because people are going about this completely the wrong way. They're using the wrong traffic techniques, and most affiliate marketers are promoting the wrong stuff. They're selling stuff that either doesn't sell very well, or they're putting all their effort into selling a product that gives them very, very, very little return for their investment of time, if you like. Okay. And most affiliate marketers, believe it or not, are spending their life, trying to work out how SEO works, search engine optimization. So most affiliate marketers, and I was the same when I first started, think that the only way they can get traffic is to build a website and try and get it ranked in Google, try and get it like on the first page of Google. That's how most people think affiliate marketing works. And that's really what most people try and do. So most people think, oh, okay, I'm going to promote an affiliate offer. They find something which they want to promote. They build a website. They write a review for the product. They stick it up on their web page. And then they spend the next 3 years trying to get their website ranked on the first page of Google. So they invest like hundreds of hours of their time in the hope that maybe they might get their website ranked in Google and they might get some traffic. In other words, they're trying to reverse engineer the Google algorithm and trick Google into ranking their website. And I wasted a year of my time doing this when I first started, and it's a story I hear all the time. Actually, whenever I'm speaking to successful affiliates, like at mastermind meetings, it's amazing how often I hear this story. I was talking to my colleague Rob Cornish at my last mastermind meeting, and he was telling me the same. He said he spent like a year and a half trying to work out how to get his website ranked in Google before he realized he was just going around in circles. So we're not going to be talking about SEO tonight. We're going to be talking about the correct way, the thing that actually works. Okay. So that's a very, very common misconception that affiliates have when they first start out. And a lot of you guys, generally speaking, struggle with traffic. It's a very, very common thing. So a lot of people really, really struggle getting traffic, and not just any traffic, high quality traffic, the kind of traffic that converts. Okay, so a lot of you struggle with that. And realistically, in the last couple of years, the traffic game has completely changed, particularly with the advent of Facebook ads, free traffic you can get from Facebook, and not just Facebook. There are lots and lots of other traffic techniques out there. Just Facebook at the moment is a very, very easy source of traffic. So, is this training for you? Well, if you're an affiliate marketer or you're thinking about doing affiliate marketing, and you want more traffic, then this definitely is for you. Okay. If you're spending your nights and weekends, slaving away at your computer for little or no income, and you want to stop all that but still make an income online, then this is definitely for you. And I know you're out there because a few of you have commented this evening about how little money you've made. Steve is saying he's made £6.60 last year, so in affiliate commissions. Absolutely. So if you're sick of all of that, and you're spending huge amounts of time, and you want to stop all that and just put a full stop to that and start making some money, then this training tonight is definitely for you. Okay. And if you want to replace your day job, and realistically replace it, then stick around, because this training definitely is for you. If you want to work from home and have an automated income stream, then this is definitely for you. And if you want to have that security of knowing that you have money coming in each day, okay, and that's really important, and have, basically the freedom to travel and do other cool stuff, then this is definitely for you. And for me, it's not really about the money. It's more about the freedom, not having to go into a day job every single day, knowing that at a drop of a hat, I can just book a ticket and, literally fly anywhere in the world. And actually this afternoon, I think it was about 3 hours ago, actually, I just booked a flight to San Diego in America, which is near LA, actually, and I've decided to go to San Diego next, well, it's actually in 16th of February, actually. I'm going to an internet marketing seminar for 4 days, and I'm going to spend another 3 or 4 days after the event. I'm going to go to LA and then to Vegas as well. And I can do that. And I literally just decided to do that a couple of days ago, and I booked the ticket today. And it's that kind of that flexibility and freedom to literally on Monday just think, oh yeah, it'd be really cool to go to America. There's an event going on. I want to go to that, and I want to have a week holiday after the seminar as well. And I do that all the time. I was in New York last month, actually, in December, end of December. I was in New York for a week, doing some Christmas shopping, and basically, as long as I have a laptop and an internet connection, and most places in the world now you can get an internet connection, I can work. I can monitor my email. I can still make money online. And I've got that complete freedom to travel and do pretty much what I want when I want, and do other cool stuff as well. So that's my number one reason for doing this, and I find it, having that freedom is the most important part for me. Okay, and if you're sick of getting those $17 affiliate commissions or $10 affiliate commissions, or somebody there was saying £6 affiliate commissions, which is like about $10 in a whole year, okay, and you want to start getting $3,000 plus affiliate commissions, then this is definitely for you today. Okay, so let's get stuck into the training. And before we kind of get started on the training, just really quick some house rules. Tonight we're not going to be talking about kind of hypey, get rich quick, do nothing, get paid tomorrow kind of stuff, kind of hypey software products where you just push one button and you'll turn your computer into like an ATM machine. It's none of that. This is a real business. I want to let you know up front there is some work involved, like any business, okay? So don't think this is a hypey thing that you hear about on the internet where you don't do any work and you'll get money. You do have to do some work, but you can get paid. You can make some good commissions, okay? So this is not hypey stuff. And before you ask, because I know someone always asks the question, somebody always says, oh, this sounds like Empower Network or one of these crazy programs. It's nothing to do with Empower Network or anything like this. This is just, what I do in my business, okay? And I just wanted to invite you in today and show you exactly what I do, okay? And if you do have questions about any of the training today or anything to do with affiliate marketing in general, I'd love to answer your questions, because this is a live event after all. This isn't a recording or anything like that. This is live. Please do type your questions into the question box, and what I'll do is after the training we'll do a separate Q&A session, and the way we normally do that is my PA Catherine is on the call as well, and I'm going to unmute her at the end of the training, and Catherine will actually read out the questions and then I will answer them for you. So if you ask a question very early on, it could get missed, so best to kind of ask the questions at the very end, or you could type it in now, but you might have to retype it in again at the end, because it could get lost in the question feed. A lot of people saying yes and no and stuff during the actual class. But if you do have a question, write it down, then ask it at the end. And the Q&A session, I always answer every single question. I don't care how long it takes. If we're there for 2 hours answering questions, no problem at all. I will answer your questions. So if you do have a question, stick around to the end, and I will answer it. If it's a technical question about something or anything to do with internet marketing or affiliate marketing, be happy to answer those questions live today. Okay, so just wanted to kind of like get that out of the way. And somebody was saying, okay, so I've got a question, which seminar am I going to? And that's the Traffic and Conversion Summit. So that's a really cool event. It's not a cheap event. It's about $800 or $900 to go to it, but it's a good event. It's a good seminar, good workshop. Okay, so tonight before we okay, so we've done that. So before we start, I just want to confessions. Have a little confession, and that is that yes, I have an advantage over most people because I know some of you will be thinking this. You know, I already have a name in the industry, and I already have like an email list. So I must have like some massive advantage over most people. That's probably what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, well, Sarah, it's easy for you to make money because you already have a big list, and you already have a big name in the industry, okay? But you know, so okay, fine, but I must have been successful from day one, right? Okay, I must have been successful from day one, right? Well, no, actually, when I first started, you know, so I first started doing internet marketing in around 2008. I think it was mid 2008. What I actually did was I started doing affiliate marketing, and what I actually started doing was I started doing affiliate marketing, which we're talking about this evening. And my first experience of affiliate marketing was I went to this website called ClickBank, and I decided to promote this product called Drive Water, which was how to build, it was an ebook which taught people how to build hydrogen fuel cells for their car. And it was a good product, and the reason I promoted it was because it was one of the best-selling products on ClickBank at the time. So I kind of figured that if this thing is selling hundreds of units a day, then there's a good chance I might be able to sell a few. It wasn't, I mean, I think it was paying me something like, I think I was getting paid $20 or $30 commission for each ebook that I sold. And I decided to start promoting through the Google advertising network called AdWords. And after a little bit of trial and error, I suddenly kind of started to make some money. And I kind of got to the point where every $100 I spent, I started to make $200 in commissions. So quite a good return, actually. I just kept feeding the machine, and after about 3 weeks, I was doing really well. And then I got an email from ClickBank saying, we're very sorry, the product has been withdrawn because the product was actually a fraudulent product and had been actually copied from somebody else. So the people who had released the product had actually copied the ebook from another vendor on ClickBank, and they'd been sued, and the lawyers had got involved. So the product had been withdrawn, and ClickBank said that they had to refund the last 60 days worth of transactions, which is what they did. So all my commissions were suddenly gone, and I was stuck with this big advertising bill. So that was my first kind of experience of affiliate marketing, which was kind of annoying, really, because I could see the potential of it. People were buying this stuff, and I could see that, you know, you could make money at this. It was just I'd just been very, very unlucky when I first started, and so that was really my first kind of experience of it. And then I started promoting some other products. Earth for Energy, that was another product I promoted and started doing quite well with that, and did make some money. And then so I started to make about 2 or 3 grand a month. And then after around 2 months, Google decided that actually they didn't want people promoting ClickBank affiliate products on their network. So they basically kicked everybody out of the advertising network who were promoting ClickBank type products. And I kind of like had to take a massive step back because I couldn't now use this traffic method, which was the Google traffic method, and I was kind of like starting again. But I knew that I could make money at this. This wasn't a scam. I knew I'd had that taste of success. And because I'd had that taste of success, I knew that you could make money at this. I knew it was possible, okay? So what I decided to do was I went out there and I had some money in the bank. I had about, a few $100s left. And with that few $100s, I went out there and bought pretty much every course on the internet. So back then there weren't as many courses, but there were mainly ebooks. There were a few video courses, but I literally just went out there and bought everything. And basically, most of the courses out there at the time were telling people to build like micro websites based around particular types of products. You build like one website per product. So I've got one there on building a chicken coop. That was an ebook I used to promote. Another one there on amazing cover letters, another product. So I'd build a whole website around the single product, then try and get the website ranked in Google. Okay. So I started building loads of these sites, and at one point I had over 100 websites, believe it or not, crazy, and like a couple of hundred domain names as well. And then after 8 months' work, and literally hundreds of hours of work, I was making about $100 a month, which, when you consider how much work I'd put in, the fact, okay, $100 a month, the domain names alone, domain name costs $5 a year, okay, and I had 100 of them. The software I was using to get my websites ranked, okay, in Google was costing me $150 a month, okay, so actually making over, I was probably making like a $200 a month loss, okay, which was crazy, really. And then I realized that, hang on a minute, this can't be, yeah, at the time I remember thinking, this cannot be what professional marketers do. People who are making huge amounts of money, I can't believe they're sitting there at their computer trying to reverse engineer Google in the hope that they might get some traffic. It must be a different way. This can't be the way that the professional marketers are making money. Okay, so what I decided to do was, the turning point for me was, I first decided to figure this affiliate marketing thing out because I knew that you could make money. I had a little taste of success, so I knew it could be done. So what I decided to do was I decided to ignore all the hypey white noise. All those emails you get in your inbox and all that kind of stuff. I started unsubscribing from all of those email lists, okay? And I decided to only learn from people I trusted, okay, and from people that were not in the big kind of like internet marketing syndicates, I call them. Those kind of people who promote everyone else's stuff. So there's kind of like this kind of group of people who all promote each other's products, these like high-end marketers. I decided to ignore all those people. For me, the turning point was I went to a networking event in central London called the London Lunch, actually. And this was not a seminar or anything like this. This was purely a networking event where online marketers went for a drink at lunchtime and had lunch, and then that was it. And I thought that sounds like a really good thing to go to. So I went to this event. I think it cost me £30, which was just the price for the drinks and I think there was a drink thrown in, and also the 3-course lunch as well. So I went to this event, and I ended up sitting next to two very successful marketers. So I was sitting there at lunch in the main dining room. I think there was about 20 or 30 people there, and I had this very famous marketer on one side called Chris Fravel, and on the other side I had another very famous marketer at the time, Phil Wiley. Phil Wiley doesn't do much marketing anymore, but back then he was very well known, English marketer who lives in Australia. And so they were both sitting there, and I was telling them about my experiences and told them my little story and told them what I've been doing and all the problems that I'd had. All the problems I've been having with trying to get my websites ranked in Google. And I remember them sort of shaking their heads and basically telling me 3 things. Okay, and Chris was saying, well, you need to build a list. As you know, it was Phil who told me you need to build an email list. It's very, very important to build an email list. That's the first thing you need to do. And I think Chris was the one that told me, look, Sarah, you need to stop promoting these cheap products. You need to start promoting high-end products. Things that will be paying you like $500 in commission or $1,000 in commission, because if you're promoting those types of products, you only need to make 2 or 3 sales a month, and then you've got all your bills paid for. And if you can just concentrate on selling 3 products a month, you've covered your costs of paying your mortgage and everything. And the third thing they were talking about was traffic. Social media, not Facebook back then, because Facebook wasn't really very big then. It was more things like Twitter and other social networks as well. Actually, some social networks which aren't even around now, but different types of traffic. Okay, so those are the 3 things which were really kind of drummed into me at that meeting. And I went away and I did those 3 things. I literally wrote them down. I went home, had complete tunnel vision, and that was really the turning point for me. And that's where things really, really kind of kicked off for me, and really that's when I started to make some serious online income. So let's start today with basically Facebook traffic. Okay, so first thing we're going to talk about with traffic is a Facebook page. So to get traffic from Facebook, whether you're getting free Facebook traffic or you decide to go down the paid advertising route, there's 3 kind of things you're going to need. So you're going to need a Facebook page. Okay, so that's the first thing you're going to need. And think of a Facebook page a bit like having your own website on Facebook. That's the only way you need to think about it. So think of, like I said, think of a Facebook page as your own mini website on Facebook. Okay. And Facebook advertising. Okay, so this is the other thing you can do on Facebook, and you don't have to do Facebook advertising. You can get free traffic with Facebook advertising, on Facebook. But Facebook advertising is such an easy way to get traffic, and it's probably one of the easiest advertising networks you can actually kind of dip your toe into. You can start off with a couple of bucks a day and start testing different affiliate offers. And while we're talking about advertising, targeting. So actually, if you're doing free Facebook traffic or even paid Facebook traffic, targeting is very, very important. So the great thing about Facebook is we can target our message on Facebook to only show to people that can afford to, to buy our offer. So let's say we're selling a $1,000 product. Well, there's no point in advertising our $1,000 product to somebody who is let's say in a job that pays $1,000 a month or $700 a month. If they're signing on Social Security or something like that, there's no point in advertising to somebody like that. Or even if you're using free traffic techniques, there's no point in putting all your effort into a free traffic technique, okay, if the people that are going to see your advert are people in a third world country who don't have a credit card, as an example. So it's very, very important to target our message on Facebook to the correct types of people, and basically the kind of people who are most likely to buy whatever it is we're offering. So that's very, very important. And believe it or not, this third step actually is where most people go wrong with any kind of traffic, whether it's Facebook, whether it's any other form of traffic that's out there. People normally get the third step wrong. They just think, I need to get as much traffic as possible. It's much better to have 10 people see your offer who are super targeted, who are super qualified. Much better to have those 10 people see the offer, okay, who are much more likely to buy the product, okay, than 1,000 people in China who are never going to buy your product, or 1,000 people in Africa who don't even have a credit card, okay, or 1,000 people who are so broke they could never afford to buy an expensive high-end offer, okay. So it's very important that we target our message at the correct types of people, okay. So the first thing, like I said, you need to do this is a Facebook, is basically a Facebook page, okay? And so a Facebook page is not like a personal page. So when you set up a Facebook account, you have what's called like a Facebook profile. So we're not talking about that. We're talking about what's called a Facebook page, okay? So it's very easy to set a Facebook page up. And what I'm going to do is just quickly run through. I've got 2 Facebook pages up here right now. I'm going to run through 2 Facebook pages and kind of like the layout of a Facebook page. But before we talk about the Facebook pages, I just want to make it really clear that a Facebook page is not associated with your name at all. So it's totally independent of your name. So you can have as many Facebook pages as you like, and the name of the Facebook page is basically just whatever you call it. So I've got one on the right here called SEO Simplified, okay? And when people come to the page, they don't know that I run the page unless I actually physically wrote a post and said, I'm Sarah Starr and I run this page. And every time I post on the page, it doesn't come up with my name. It comes up with SEO Simplified has commented, has created a new post, or has replied to a comment. So the thing about these Facebook pages, people think that they will need to have like a separate Facebook account from their personal account to do affiliate marketing, and that's not the case. So you can have literally hundreds of Facebook pages, all in different niches, and people can't see the other pages which you have. So it's not like people can log into Facebook and say, what Facebook pages has Sarah Starr got? They can't do that. So your pages are totally independent of you, okay? And you can have as many as you like, and you can your name is not associated with them. So I just want to make that really clear, because it's a question that always comes up, and people always think that they need to open like a separate account or something, and that's completely not the case. You can keep it all in one account, and it's not associated with you at all. So on the left-hand side, I've actually got a Facebook page which I actually call Sarah Starr, because it's Sarah Starr is my brand. And then on the right-hand side, I've got a page there called SEO Simplified, which is not connected to my brand or not connected to me. Actually, I just created that page purely as a demonstration, okay? And so if we look at the, let's look at the left-hand page at the moment, and we have, at the top, we've got that picture of me like in a seminar, and that's like a bit like the header image, if you like, on a website. So if you think about that as like the header image on a website, and then to the left of that, we've got a little box there with that picture of me with sunglasses on. That's what's called a profile picture, okay? and then we've got my name to the right of the photograph, Sarah Starr, and that's just what I've decided to name the page. Okay. And then below we've got the posts. We can see that yellow box there. It says how to sell affiliate products. So that's a banner which I put into a post. And you can see here, whenever I post, I've got my profile picture comes up and the name of my page, which is Sarah Starr. And the same on the right-hand side. So I've called this page SEO Simplified. And we can see here, whenever I create a post, so I created a post there. And it's got a little picture of it's actually a video which I put on a post, and we can see there's a little picture of SEO there, and it says SEO Simplified. This was posted by SEO Simplified. So very, very simple Facebook pages. They're not complicated. They're very, very simple, and they're very, very easy to set up. So the great thing about these pages is when we create a post, okay, so I'll just bring one up here as an example. So this is a post on one of my Facebook pages, and I was promoting a webinar. So we've got a picture, a nice picture which I've uploaded, and a little bit of text about it, etc. And what we can actually do is we can, first of all, we can several things we can do. We can actually pay to promote this post from our page, okay, to people that have already liked our page. That's the first thing we can do. The second thing we can do is we can pay to promote this post to other people on Facebook. So we can target different people on Facebook, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute, okay? The other thing which we can do is we can get free traffic from this. So if we take a look at this post, it's had over 56,000 people saw this advert. So this is actually an advert, by the way. This is not. This is a paid advert. 56,000 people saw it. 98 people clicked on the like button. And remember, this is an advert. Okay, this isn't. This is an advertisement. People click on the like button on an advert. 9 people commented, left positive comments. Okay, saying that they liked it. And 14 people shared this advert on their own Facebook profile, which is interesting. I don't know why they do that, but they do. And I'm getting free traffic as a result. Okay. And when you pay to advertise these posts, they end up on the Facebook timeline. So you can see here we've got some different types of adverts. Now Facebook are changing their adverts all the time. So we've got several different size adverts you can now have in the sidebar. So these are the small adverts. And then we've got this big red box here in the middle, which is what's called a promoted post, which shows up in the Facebook timeline. So we've got this big post which shows up in the middle here, and we've also got these small adverts on the right-hand side. Now, which one do you think gets the most attention, the most clicks, the most kind of traction, if you like, as an advertiser? This big one in the big red box on the left-hand side, or the small adverts on the right-hand side? So I just want you to type in left or right or red box. Yeah, okay, so Jenny's saying red box, big one. The left one, of course, red box, big exclamation mark. Yes, absolutely. So absolutely. So the left-hand one will always get you more clicks. And even right now, so we've got another example here on the left from Chris here. He's advertising something, and another big advert. And Facebook recently have brought out larger adverts in the right-hand column, but still we're seeing these big adverts here on the left-hand side performing much better. And to be honest, it doesn't really cost any more to advertise, have a large advert like this on the left-hand side. It costs about the same amount of money as having an advert on the right-hand side. So, and not that many people know about this and know how to create these sponsored posts, as they're called. And a lot of people who see them in their Facebook timeline don't even realize they're adverts. So the problem with the adverts on the right-hand side is people know they're adverts, so they quite often ignore them, whereas on the left-hand side, quite often people perceive them as content, and they'll read them. So it's something that, like I said, very few people know how to set up, and I want to show you how to set those up today. So like I said, we need to know how to target the correct people so that you can maximize your profits. So it's all very well putting these adverts up, but if you don't know how to target the correct type of people, if the wrong people see your advert, you'll never make any money. It's as simple as that. And I see this a lot. People think that all they need is a lot of traffic, and that's not true. You need the correct type of traffic to make money at this. So Facebook actually make this very, very easy. So Facebook have something called a custom audience. So basically, what we can do is we can build a list of people on Facebook, which basically we can advertise to. So we can specify the people we want to advertise on Facebook, like save it, and then when we do an advert, we can advertise just to those people. And the way, and Facebook call this a custom audience, and the way that we can do this several different ways. So the first and most easy way we can do this is if you already have an email list, and not everybody does, but if you do have an email list, we can actually upload that email list to Facebook, okay? And then Facebook will cross-reference all the email addresses with people who have Facebook accounts. And then Facebook holds that list and then creates a custom audience out of it. And then when we decide to run an advert, we're just basically advertising to those people only. So that's the first way we can do this. The second way we can do this is with page likes. So if we have a Facebook page and we have several hundred people who have liked our Facebook page, we can actually advertise just to those people. And chances are, if somebody has actually liked our page to do with, let's say, dog training, then chances are they're interested in a dog training product. So we can actually advertise just to those people if we want to. The third way we can do this is with website traffic. So if we actually have our own website, so some of you may already have your own website, we can harness that traffic and basically turn it into a custom audience. So this is something that I'm going to show you some examples of this a little later on and show you how this works, but it's probably one of the most powerful advertising strategies you can use and one of the cheapest advertising strategies you can call, and it's called retargeting. And this is where like a website advert follows you around the internet. So you've probably all seen that before. Actually, it happened to me. When did that happen to me? So I know that happened to me recently. Yeah, Amazon was doing it. So I've noticed Amazon doing this a lot. So if I'm on Amazon looking at something, I'll be on Amazon looking at like a new printer or something, and then 10 minutes later I'm on Facebook, and there's suddenly an advert for that very same printer on Facebook. You've probably seen that before. Actually, last week I bought a new Range Rover last year in February, and it's coming up for its first service. And I was on the Range Rover website last week, and I was looking at used Range Rovers, which were about 10 or 12 months old, just because I was interested to see how much they're worth. And as a result, I actually found out my car's actually lost virtually no money, so I'm pretty pleased at that. So I was looking at other second-hand cars which are about the same age as mine, which is about 10 months old, and just out of interest. And then I've noticed that suddenly this company, it's a reseller for Range Rover, they're actually advertising cars to me now all over the internet, everywhere I go, on eBay, on Facebook, on different sites, the very cars I've been looking at on this site. So, and that's what's called retargeting, and it's very, very simple to set up. I'm going to show you how to set that up in a minute, but it's a very, very powerful technique. Sounds really complicated and it must be expensive, but it's not. It's very, very simple to do. Facebook make this dead simple to set up, and it's very, very cheap. It's, like I said, one of the cheapest forms of traffic, paid traffic, that you can actually utilize. So I'm showing you how to set that up in a minute. The next way we can do this is with something called Audience Insights. So this is a relatively new tool which Facebook has released, which basically makes creating a custom audience dead simple. So we can set different parameters. We can decide who we advertise to, and I'm going to walk you through the Audience Insights tool in a minute. And the last thing we can do is we can, from any audience we create, we can actually create what's called a lookalike audience. So if we create a custom audience, we can ask Facebook to create a similar audience based off the same kind of characteristics. So if we've created a custom audience from an uploaded email list of, let's say, 100 people, Facebook then can create a list of people who are very, very similar, and that list then would be like 1 million or something. So they'll create a much, much larger list of people to advertise to based on the criteria which we've already picked. Okay, so that's what's called a lookalike audience. So very, very easy to set up. So creating a custom audience. I was going to run through this very, very quickly. So it's very, very simple to set up. So all we need to do is we need to click on the audience button. So once you have a Facebook account and you actually have a Facebook advertising account, I won't run through how to set one up now. It's very, very simple. Once you have an advertising account, you can click here in the left-hand side on audiences. Okay. Then we just click on the green button there in the right-hand corner. I apologize, that's grayed out. We just click on the green button, create audience, and this pop-up comes up. Very, very simple. All we do is we enter our name, which is the name of the custom audience, purely for our own reference. We put a description in for our own reference. And this is creating a custom audience from uploading an email list. And we literally select what type of file it is, whether it's a text file, an Excel spreadsheet. We choose the file from our computer, and then we click upload and create audience, and then that's it. It takes about anything between 5 and 10 minutes to process, which it does in the background, and then it becomes available within the list of custom audiences which you can advertise to. Okay, so what if you don't have an email list? We've got somebody actually, Mark was actually saying he doesn't have an email list. Okay, so if you don't have an email list to upload and you still want to create a custom audience, we can still do this with something called Audience Insights. So this is the relatively new tool which Facebook brought out actually last year in 2014, and it's a great tool, and it was basically in response to a lot of third-party vendors bringing out their own software tools and selling them on the market to create custom audiences, and Facebook decided they didn't want people doing that, so they banned all these special tools for creating custom audiences that people were selling, and Facebook basically just created their own product, which actually is much better, I think. I think this tool is pretty much available to everybody now. Just in case it's not available in your account, and this is just a top tip here, just to kind of let you know this. When this was first released last year, it wasn't actually available to UK customers, and I think it now is available to UK customers. There might be still a few people who can't get this in their account, and it wasn't actually available in my account. So all you actually need to do is you need to go to your settings within your Facebook account and set your language to English US. Okay, so it'll be set to, if you're in the UK, it'll be set to English UK. If you're in Australia, I don't know what the default would be, but basically you just need to change your language settings to English US. Okay, and if you do that, then things like the Audience Insights tool will then be available on your account. And what Facebook actually do is when they bring cool new stuff out like this, they test it in America first. So in America, they always get these things first, and then once they find out the bugs and things, then they roll them out to the rest of the world. Okay. So if you change your account settings to English US, whenever Facebook bring out these new tools, you'll get it first. So there you go, top tip. Okay, Tom was saying that's a top tip. Brilliant, no problem. So let's just run through the Audience Insights, and I'll quickly just show you how that's working. So it looks a little bit complicated, just going to run through it. So in the top left-hand corner, we can decide which countries we want to advertise to, because remember I was saying that there's no point in advertising. You're going to pay to advertise. There's no point in advertising to people in a country that don't have credit cards. So there'd be no point in advertising to most of the countries in Africa. Places like Zimbabwe and places like that. They're not even allowed to have PayPal accounts. So there's no point in advertising to countries like that. Also, there's no point in advertising to countries that don't speak English, because they're probably not going to be able to read our advert, or to countries like China. When I'm advertising, not just on Facebook, any network really, there's kind of like core countries which I advertise to. So that those countries normally include the United Kingdom, Ireland. Okay, not many people in Ireland, but it is still worth advertising to Ireland. The United States, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Okay, so those are the core countries. That's not to say I haven't made sales from places like Singapore and Japan and South Africa and places like that. And yes, I have. But to be honest, those countries that I just said, those are the countries where the core of your sales will come from. So you're much better, advertising just to the countries where people are most likely to buy things. Okay. Plus, if you're selling a product that's only available in the UK, for instance, or only available in America, you can advertise just to that country, which is, which is very, very important. Okay, so we can choose our countries. Then below that, we have the age. So we can actually choose which age of the age of the people that are going to see our advert. Now, being Facebook have all this data. You need to remember when people open an account, they say what country they're in. They say whether they're male or female. They say on the application form to join Facebook how old you are. You have to put your date of birth in, etc. So they hold all this information. So again, we can advertise just to people who are most likely to buy our product. Okay, so the product which we're promoting. And as an example, in the internet marketing niche, I tend to find that this is a technical term. It's called demographic. So this is a technical term that's used in advertising, and what that refers to is the type of person. Okay, so the type of person who is my customer, generally speaking, not exclusively, are men over the age of 40. And sure enough, when I put a workshop on in London, I look around the room, sort of 80% of the people in the room, not everybody, but 80% of the people are men over the age of 40, or usually in their 50s actually. That's not to say we don't have 20-year-old women there and stuff like that, or young guys there as well. We do. But the majority of the people who buy this stuff are over the age of 40, and that's important, particularly when you're selling high-end products, because we want to be placing offers, particularly high-end offers, to people who have what's called disposable income, so people who have a good job and can afford to actually to pay for something that is a high-end product. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So that's the first thing. That's the second thing. The third thing which we can actually do is we can actually enter in their interests. So what are people interested in? Because we're making sure that we're advertising to the right country, the right age, whether they're men or women or both. And then the third thing which we can do is we can actually put like an interest in. So as an example, what I did here was I was putting in some information about golf. So I put in golf, the golf channel, which was the golf television channel, et cetera, et cetera. And what it's done here is it's brought up some different interests. So when you type in a word into the interest, like a list of different things comes up, and you can pick them. So we've got people who like the golf TV channel, and people who like sports and outdoor sports. Golf, so that was actually a Facebook page. So I just said, yeah, anyone who's liked those two pages and is in this particular age range and lives in this country, these countries, I want to advertise to these people. Okay. The next thing which we can do is we can actually only advertise to people who make a certain amount of money. Okay, so this is the next thing we can do. So what I've done here is I've checked these boxes and I said I only want to advertise to people that earn over $75,000 a year. Okay, actually that's over $76,000, I think that says, a year. And this is 100% accurate because not many people realize this, but all this data is actually sold and traded all over the internet. So whenever you fill in a mortgage application, apply for a credit card, do all these types of things on at your bank, there's always those like 3 or 4 pages of really, really small print that no one really reads or understands. If you actually read that, what it actually says is they're going to sell this information on because there's a marketplace in it. Even when you shop in a supermarket with a loyalty card, the reason that you have the loyalty card, the points card, in England they call it like a nectar card, that's what they call it in the UK, I don't know what they call it in the States. The reason that you have these loyalty cards is because they're collecting information. They want to know what products you buy, what your spending habits, how much money you spend, what kind of things you spend, because they sell that information to companies like Facebook. So Facebook buy this information, then they cross-reference that information with people who have Facebook accounts. And then advertisers like us can come in and say, you know what, we just want to advertise to men over the age of 50 who live in America, who earn over $75,000 a year and have recently bought a new car, as an example. So we can, when you start doing that, when you start targeting an advert to that kind of degree, I hope you can kind of start realizing that actually selling a high-end product now to somebody who's earning that kind of money in that kind of bracket, who's interested in that particular subject, it might be quite easy to sell somebody a high-end golfing product with this sort of targeting. So this is why Facebook traffic is so powerful, and it's a very, very easy way to make money right now, and it probably won't be like this forever. I have to be completely straight with you. These types of things come and go. Right now, it's an amazing opportunity to get in and make some money for the next couple of years. I really believe that. So the other thing which we can do, we were talking about, only showing our advert to people who like golf. We can bring up different Facebook pages and then decide that we're only going to advertise to people who have liked these different Facebook pages. So we can actually go and have a look at these pages and make sure they're the right kind of fit for the type of product which we want to offer. Just to make sure there isn't a page here to do with golf that actually it might be about miniature golf or something that's not really related. So we just need to, or golf cars or something, we just want to make sure it's actually about the game golf. So we need to always visit the page to make sure it's the correct type of audience. So if we actually back up, we can see here at the very, very top, we've narrowed that down. We're advertising to between 1 and 1.5 million people who fit that criteria. So even after I kind of narrowed everything down to those different countries, people over the age of 40 who had those particular interests and were earning over $75,000 a year, there's still over 1 million people. So you can see here, hope you can kind of see, I hope you can kind of see that the opportunity there with this right now. Okay, so this one simple strategy has generated me literally over 100 grand in extra profits last year, and it's actually generating me right now a huge amount of extra profits. It really has, and it's an amazing opportunity. Being able to target the correct type of people. It's a very, very easy way to make money. Now, the other thing which I wanted to tell you about was, remember I was talking about retargeting, those like adverts which follow you around the internet? Well, I just want to quickly show you how this works. So it's very, very simple. So when we set up a Facebook targeting campaign, retargeting campaign, it's very, very simple. Facebook basically gives us a little bit of code, okay, so a little bit of computer code. I'm not a programmer, I don't know how code works, but Facebook give it to me, and I just basically highlight it all in blue and do the Control-C on my keyboard, copy, go to my website, and I paste it into my website, into the sidebar of my blog, okay, and then basically what actually happens is Facebook will start monitoring who visits my website, because I put some Facebook code on my website, and they cross-reference the people who visit my website with people who have Facebook accounts, or rather people who are already logged into Facebook. And anyone who who already has a Facebook account is then added to a special list on Facebook. Okay, they're marked on Facebook in your custom audience, and then we can start running our adverts just to those people who just visited your website. So if they visited your website and have gone to a product page, as an example, there's a chance that they're fairly interested in it. And this is a common thing. I mean, I recently bought some. I've moved house recently, and I went to the online shop, IKEA. I didn't want to go to the actual store because I hate IKEA going to their shop. But you can actually buy their stuff online. So I went to the IKEA shop and I found some bookshelves, and then got distracted. I can't remember, the doorbell went or something. Then the page got closed down because I'd lost interest in it. And then a couple of days later, I was on IKEA again, looking at different bookshelves, couldn't decide. It was the wrong time to buy. I couldn't find my credit card anywhere, shut the page down. A few days later, I came back, and a couple of weeks ago actually, and then I finally bought the bookshelves. So what that tells you is that, and this is a common thing with people who buy things online, they quite often need several points of contact before they buy something. And with the internet being so distracting, particularly with affiliate products, people can quite often, if you're not careful, they can see your affiliate offer, click on the affiliate link, go to the offer, think, yeah, that's really good, and then the cat jumps up on their lap and they forget about it, or their computer crashes, or their dinner's ready and they go down for dinner and they forget about it. And then the next day, affiliate marketer number two emails them, or they see an offer on someone else's website and they click on someone else's affiliate link and then they go to the site and buy, and you've lost the sale. So this is why this is why a lot of people lose affiliate commissions. But with retargeting, what we can do is we can start running our advert all over the internet. And you can do this with Facebook, and there are some other networks you can do this with as well. So if you do this with Facebook, your adverts will show up on Facebook. But there are some other networks which you can use. There's one called AdRoll, and there's another one called Perfect Audience. And with Perfect Audience and AdRoll, your adverts will start showing up on websites like eBay and places like that all over the internet. And the great thing about this is it's an incredibly cheap way to advertise, because you're only advertising to the people that originally saw your offer. So if you like wrote a review on your website, let's say that gets like 200 people a month looking at that, you're only advertising to those 200 people, and you're only advertising if someone actually clicks on the advert. So you can see that not all those 200 people are going to be clicking on the advert. So it can be a very, very cheap form of advertising. So quite often when I run these campaigns, I'm running them and these adverts are being shown literally all over the internet. And the ad might only cost me $50 in a whole month, but it might bring me in a couple of grand in revenue. And people see these adverts and people say to me, "Oh, I've seen your adverts, Sarah, on eBay and all these other sites. You're getting quite a big internet marketer now," and I kind of have a laugh to myself, because I know that it's actually an incredibly cheap form of advertising and very, very easy to set up. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so and remember, from any custom audience that you can make a lookalike audience. So we just talked about here this retargeting campaign. When we set up this retargeting campaign, it goes into what's called a custom audience. But for many of those custom audiences, we can create a lookalike audience. So Facebook will create a very, very similar type of audience. Okay, so this one simple strategy has literally cut my ad costs by over 70% last year. It's crazy, and I know that sounds kind of hypey, but it's true. Simply because we're not having to pay for this massive ad cost advertising just to anybody. We're only advertising to super targeted, laser targeted people who pretty much are already interested in what we have to offer. Okay. So what I'm going to quickly talk about some free traffic techniques on Facebook, because it's not just all about paid traffic. And to do this free traffic technique, which I'm going to teach you, you're going to need three things. First of all, you're going to need to create a review of the product which you want to promote. So you can either create your own one. Quite often, not all people, but quite a few product vendors will actually provide you with pre-written reviews. Okay, so you can either create your own review of a product, or you can get one from the product vendor. If the product vendor doesn't have any, contact them and they'll give them to you. They'll have pre-written ones already, so it's not a problem. And you need to put that review either on a Facebook page or your own website. It's really up to you. The second thing you need to do is you need to find out where on Facebook your audience hangs out. So if we were selling, let's say, a golfing product, we would need to think, okay, well, people who are interested in golf, where do they hang out on the internet? Where do they hang out on Facebook? Where are the golfing pages? Where are the golfing groups? Okay. We need to find these people. Where are they on Facebook? That's the first thing we need to do. Okay, and that's very easy to do in Facebook. We just go to the search bar and we type in our keyword, and we'll find hundreds of pages and groups to do with our audience. And we're looking for the groups that have the most amount of members. That's really, really important. Okay. And the third thing which we need to do is we need to join in conversations, okay, where people are talking about your niche. Very, very important. So I'm gonna go through this in a minute and give an example of exactly. I'm going to give some examples of exactly how to do this, and an example of how I did this recently. So I'm on a Facebook group right now, and what actually happened was I recently changed to a different payment processor. I was looking at some different processors that were different to PayPal, and this new competitor to PayPal recently came out called Stripe. Really cool product. It's just a different way of taking payments. You can take payments as a vendor directly with a credit card. I also have a merchant account as well, but it's always good to have different payment options. And I also like to teach this stuff, so I always try new things out. But the problem with Stripe was, so it's like an alternative to PayPal. When it first came out, it's getting better now, but when it first came out, it didn't really integrate with shopping carts very well. So a lot of people couldn't use it. So I actually, for a little bit of searching, I found this programmer who'd recently created a new software product that integrated the payment processor of Stripe with one of the best-known shopping carts, Infusionsoft. And so he brought out this product, which was this kind of integration tool, which cost, I think it's $400 a year, this product. And you, as an affiliate, you get paid 50% commission, like $200 a year commission for each one that you sell. And then what I did was I came over here to Internet Marketing Super Friends, which is an internet marketing group on Facebook, okay? And I found somebody posting. I kind of scrolled down the page, spent about an hour looking through different posts, and eventually I found this post where somebody was talking about PayPal. So we've got here somebody saying, payment processes, what are you using that is better than PayPal? And it suddenly sparked this long conversation of people saying they'd had their PayPal accounts frozen or banned or etc. And a lot of people were saying Stripe, and then a few people were saying, yeah, but Stripe doesn't integrate with shopping carts very well. How do you use it with Infusionsoft? Blah, blah, blah. So what I did was I created a review of this product, which is called StripeyFuse. Okay, so StripeyFuse is what integrates Stripe with Infusionsoft. Okay, and I created like a review of this product and put it on my website, like a little video review. I then came into this post and commented on this post saying, you know, there's this great new product which integrates Stripe with Infusionsoft. I've actually created a video walkthrough of how it works. And then there's like a link to my website. So these people here are all super targeted people. They click on the link here. I would never put an affiliate link into a group posting like this. That's one thing you definitely don't want to do. So I'm offering, think about this for a second, I'm offering really good value here. I'm offering a video review of a product. They click on the link, they go to my website, they watch the video, and then there's a link below the video linking to this payment processor software, which is $400. And I've sold an awful lot of copies of this product as a result. And the great thing is, when you comment on a post like this, all the people who have previously commented will all get a notification, like an email in their inbox, and also a Facebook message saying that someone has commented on the post which you just commented on. So all the people who, like, you know, 30 people had commented on this post already, the people who really were looking for solutions, all those people suddenly received an email saying, you know, someone has commented on your post that you've already commented on, or post that you liked. And they suddenly see my post, so I suddenly get big exposure. Plus, this is a very high traffic group, and when someone comments on it, the post goes back to the top of the page. Okay, so I'm getting more traction that way. So this is a very simple technique, and yeah, it does take some time because it's a free traffic technique, and free traffic techniques do take the time. However, it's a great kind of way that you can, a great thing that you can actually outsource. So this is a technique which I outsource quite a lot, and I don't just do this on Facebook. I actually also do this same technique on internet marketing forums, okay, and golfing forums and other forums that I'm in, you know, in my niche, in different niches that I'm in. I'm only in about 2 or 3 niches, but it's a fantastic way to get free traffic, but not just any old traffic, super targeted traffic. So remember, we search for relevant posts with your keyword in it, okay, and then we comment on those posts that already have lots of comments. That's the important thing. You need to pick a post that's got lots of comments already, because remember, those people are going to get an email reminding them that somebody has already, you know, someone or who has already commented, okay. So there's basically 2 different ways we can make money as a marketer online. We can sell other people's products as an affiliate, and that's what we've been talking about this evening. And we can also sell. You can also sell your own products. That's the other thing which you can do. A lot of people teach that. You know, making your own products, creating your own sales pages, and selling those products. So, you know, affiliate marketing. The problem with affiliate marketing is, the only way you can make money as an affiliate, realistically, is to build an email list. That's, the only way you can realistically make money at this. And, it can be hard to find high-end products to promote as an affiliate. That's why it's very difficult to make money as an affiliate. And, we rarely get paid commissions on those high-ticket products that pay over $1,000. That's quite unusual in this industry to to find those kind of offers. And when it comes down to it, most merchants, when I say a merchant, I'm talking about the people that own the products. Most product owners, I should rather say, will make 80 to 90%, okay, of their income from their high-ticket products, not the low-end products, but the high-ticket products, which cost over $1,000. And when it comes down to it, really, affiliates rarely get paid commissions on those products. So, there is another way. You could create your own products, and having your own product line and sales funnel is a fantastic way to generate online income. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a difficult thing to do, but it can be very profitable. And in fact, it's how I paid for my wedding and my honeymoon. So back in January 2013, I actually got married, and that's me there on the left with my husband Dave. Got married there in Chelsea in London, and there's me on the right-hand side at the Savoy Hotel in central London. The interesting thing about that was I actually decided to put on a wedding sale. So I actually discounted 3 or 4 of my products, gave 50% off on some of my low-end products, and I wrote an email, timed it to send out to my list as I was walking down the aisle. So actually in my hotel room at the Savoy Hotel the night before, I actually made a quick video explaining what I was doing, and made a video and uploaded it and sent this email out, so it was going to automatically send out as I walked down the aisle. And it's very funny because in the wedding reception there was about 2 or 3 different, I think it was 2 different internet marketers at my wedding. There was Rob Cornish was there, Martin Avis, good friend of mine, he was there as well. And Martin came over to me in the reception with a very puzzled look on his face, with a glass of champagne in one hand and his iPhone in his other hand, saying, "God, Sarah, you're quick off the mark. I can't believe it," and because he just received the email with my promotion. But that one promotion paid for the whole wedding, and it also paid for my honeymoon in the States, which was very nice. We went on a cruise around the Caribbean. But the big problem is, if I told you to sit down and create your own product range, basically with products from $10 all the way up to $5,000, realistically, could you do that? It's a very, very difficult thing to create a sales funnel with high-end products. And you probably know that having your own sales funnel is massively profitable, but you lack the experience and knowledge to set one up, and that's the case with most people. And there is another way you can go. You could go down the product launch model. A lot of marketers continuously launch what I kind of feel are very bad quality kind of new products. You've probably seen these kind of launches before, and they rely basically on traffic from a really small group of marketers who basically are all promoting the same stuff. So they're all promoting each other's products. But this is really becoming less and less effective as time goes on. And like I say, I go to a lot of high-end mastermind meetings, and I meet people who do product launches, and it's kind of like as time goes on, they keep complaining that they're getting less and less traffic, and it's getting harder and harder, and they keep saying to me, "Oh, Sarah, I've got to learn how to do marketing the proper way," and it's becoming a tough thing to do, product launches, so I really wouldn't recommend it, okay? So what it comes down to, okay, so what are the elite doing? What are they doing? And so, the elite will have their low-end entry products. That's like $10 products, the $12 products, which we've all seen. Then we've got, they'll have the mid-range products, the sort of $100, $200 products, the mid to high-range products, the $500, really sort of up to $1,000, really. And then we have the high-ticket products, the sort of $5,000 plus products, the $5,000 products, the $10,000 products, the $25,000 products, the $100,000 products. And when I first started, I didn't realize that people were selling $5,000 coaching. I didn't realize that people were selling market. I had no idea that there were things being sold in the marketplace for $10,000 and $25,000 and $100,000. I didn't realize that. And I mean, I'm as an example, I'm an internet marketer, and I'm thinking about signing up to a mastermind group in the States, which costs $25,000 per year. And until a few years ago, I had no idea there were people selling products that cost that much money. Dan Kennedy's mastermind, his diamond group, that costs $100,000 a year. So that kind of gives you some idea of the scope. And the interesting thing is, so I've been inquiring about the 25 grand a year mastermind group, and I was having a chat with them, and they were saying, well, we only allow 100 people in the group. They said, and that's it. And we said, and we're almost full. So that gives you an idea, and they're oversubscribed. So they've got 100 people paying 25 grand a year. So it's a lot of people. And Dan Kennedy has a similar amount of people in his group, and he's selling it for 100 grand a year. So there are a lot of people buying this stuff at a very, very high end, and not many people realize that these types of products are being sold. The interesting thing is, as you can guess, most of the money is made here, selling these high-ticket products. Okay. However, as an affiliate, this like lower two tiers is basically where we're getting our commission as an affiliate. Normally, that's normally where affiliates make their money. Getting commissions on the $12 products, maybe the $47 products they might be getting commissions on, but that's usually where it ends. Sometimes in rare cases they'll get commissions on like $100 products or $200 products. So that's usually where affiliate commissions end. They don't normally go into the top two tiers. That's quite unusual. So what does a successful internet business look like in 2015? Okay, so let me show you the components that will generate my business and my licensed partner teams $1 million in 2015. Okay, so component number one is having a high converting squeeze page. So don't worry about all these components. We're going to go through them and like one by one. Okay, so first thing is having a high converting squeeze page, like an opt-in page. Component number two is having multiple high converting front-end offers. Very, very important. Component number three is having multiple upsells and OTOs. So when I say an upsell and OTO, I mean, if you buy a product, immediately after you buy it, they offer you another product. So Amazon do this very well. Other people bought this. Or if you buy a television set, they say, do you want the cable to hook it up to your DVD player as well? Actually, in December, I was in New York, and I went to a nail salon to get my toenails done, have what's called a pedicure. And they were very, very good at upselling at this nail salon. I was very impressed. So they don't do this in the UK when you go to a nail salon. So I went there and had my nails done, and run by really, really sharp Koreans, I think. They're either Korean or Chinese, I wasn't sure. But when I was having my pedicure done, she said, oh, we can give you a foot massage as well. Would you like that? It's only going to cost you $15, I think, or something for a foot massage, for a 15-minute foot massage. And I said, oh, okay, so I'll have that. So they, did my pedicure, then they gave me a 15-minute foot massage, and they painted my toenails. And she said, oh, it's going to take about 20 minutes for your nails to dry. Would you like us to give you a neck massage whilst your nails dry? And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And so they were upselling me continuously. I didn't mind because I was about to go on a long flight back to the UK, literally like an hour later. So I thought actually having a massage would probably be quite a good thing to do before I hop on a transatlantic flight. McDonald's do this when you order a meal, don't they? They say, would you like a large meal? When I'll just, today I was actually ordering some airline tickets, and they were saying, for an extra, I think it was £30, I could choose which seat I sat in. So they were even upselling me there. And then, I'm flying premium economy, and they were trying to upsell me to business class. So, which I've actually done on the return, but not on the way out. So they upsold me there. So all companies do this, but having multiple upsells and one-time offers very, very important in your business. And having a number of high-price back-end offers, very, very important. There's high-ticket offers that we talked about. And component number 5, believe it or not, is having a telephone sales team. Very, very important. Having a telephone sales team selling those high-end products, because if you have high-end products, for 25 grand, 100 grand, you're not going to sell those from a sales page. More often than not, they need to be sold over the phone, either face-to-face in a meeting, at a seminar, like a live event of some sort, or on the phone. That's the best place you can sell the high-ticket products. So it's very important to have a sales team. And that all gets put into a sales funnel, which looks something like this. So I'm going to go through each of these components separately. So like I said, component number one is having a high converting squeeze page where we're giving something away for free. Okay, very, very important. So this is one of example of one of my squeeze pages where I'm giving something away for free in return for a name and email address. Component number two is having what's called a one-time offer, an OTO, where we're upselling something like that massage I was telling you about, or the, do you want a large meal in McDonald's? This is my version of that. So I'm offering them some videos from one of my workshops for only $12. Then in my sales funnel, I then offer them multiple products over the course of several weeks, escalating in price, going up and up and up. And then, like I say, I have an email follow-up sequence that sells a whole range of products, really from kind of like $30 going up to around $500. And then we get on the phone to not everybody, but to some people, and offer them my $5,000 one-on-one coaching. Okay. And I also have a high-end business consultancy, which I sell for $10,000. So that's where I take offline businesses and move them online. So shops and people like that who want to have a website and start making money from the internet. So I also offer that as well in my sales funnel. So just a really quick recap. You need to have high converting squeeze pages. You need to have multiple high converting front-end offers. You need to have multiple upsells and OTOs. You need to have a number of high-ticket back-end offers, and you need to have a telephone sales team. So, when you're first starting out, it can be really hard to get started with all this. It's no wonder that very few people actually manage to do this. You need to have, basically you need to be a really good copywriter, or you need to be able to pay someone to write sales copy for you. And, I've quite regularly spent $5,000 hiring copywriters to write sales pages for me. It's a difficult thing to do. You need to be able to create high quality front-end offers. You need to be able to know how to create sales funnels and OTOs. You need to create multiple high-ticket offers. You need a merchant account to take credit cards. It took me over a year to get my merchant account. I had to do that in America. It's crazy. It's a very, very difficult thing to get a merchant account, particularly to sell information products. You need a professional shopping cart. I use Infusionsoft. That cost me around $600 a month just for my shopping cart, which kind of integrates all the payment processing with the email lists and everything. And it's quite complicated to set up. You also need specialist scripts and software, which costs an absolute fortune. And you need to have a sales team who can sell those high-ticket products, really important part of the system. And you also need to have a customer support system to answer support tickets, take telephone support, and all sorts of other things as well, and answer the emails. And the list is endless, and it's not surprising that very, very few people end up with a system like this. But last year, I started going to high-end mastermind meetings, and I started to learn from some very clever marketers. And these were people who are making, not just 6 figures a year, but 6 figures a month and plus. And they helped me streamline my business. And this is really where I kind of started to see this kind of upside-down pyramid, if you like, and kind of like the higher tier of products that were available to start promoting. So today, I would like to give you the opportunity to have my entire business and use it for yourself in 2015 to make a lot of money with me. And I call this my licensed partner team. And not only am I going to give you my business to use for yourself, I'm going to mentor you on an ongoing basis, basically to ensure that you're very successful using my system. Okay, I'm really passionate about that. So let me quickly just explain. So in the UK, to set up like a Starbucks, you need to demonstrate at least 500,000 pounds of liquid assets. Plus, you need to pay a service fee each month, and a percentage of all the money you take goes towards marketing spend for TV adverts and stuff. Okay. Now, if you want to set up a McDonald's, it costs anything from £125,000 to £325,000, which is about $500,000. Plus, you need to pay a franchise fee of £30,000, which is about $50,000. Plus, there's a service fee. Plus, there's a marketing spend. All like 10% of all the money you make goes towards marketing, and then they charge you $5,000 just for the training. And they do that because McDonald's isn't in the business of selling $30,000 franchise fees. They're in the business of setting up restaurants and building their brand and getting service fee from people each month. Okay, that's what they want. They want more restaurants generating them income, and they know to do that people need to be trained correctly to use their system. Very, very important, which is why they charge $5,000 for their training. So what if you had my entire sales funnel, the high converting front end evergreen products, all the OTOs. Okay, what if you had my high-end products, ranging from $200 to $10,000? What if I just gave all that to you? What if you had all my high converting offers? And what if you were able to use my complete business setup? If I just let you use my merchant accounts, my PayPal accounts, I let you use my shopping carts, my customer support system, my telephone sales team, and everything was just basically done for you. How would that change things? And what if you got to keep 100%, okay, of all the income from the front end products? What if you just got to keep all the money? Obviously minus the money that Visa and MasterCard and people like that charge for processing. And what if you got to keep 50% commissions, okay, of all of the OTOs, the one-time offers, and all of the back-end sales for the lifetime of that customer? So what if somebody purchased a product today, and then 3 years later they bought a 10 grand product and you got paid 50% commission on that? How would that change things? So if you're getting 50% commission on the high-end products for the lifetime of the customer, how would that change things? And what if you got paid 50% commissions on all the high-ticket sales ranging from $200 to $10,000? How would that change things? Okay, so let's look at the numbers. Let's see how this would work. Well, let's say you could sell one $17 product a day on Facebook, which, to be honest, is not that hard. That's a pretty easy thing to do. But let's just say you were doing that for argument's sake. If you put people into one of my sales funnels where they was buying a $17 product, based on my numbers, you'd be making around $1,622 a month, which is roughly around $19,400 a year. And that's because when people come in, they buy more than one product. They don't just buy the $17 product. People, you can see there, will buy a whole host of other products. So you'd be making almost 20 grand a year from that, from just selling one $17 product a day. But let's have a look at the top tier of the pyramid, which we were talking about earlier. The high-end products. Well, let's say let's say two of those people decided to buy my high-ticket coaching each month. So out of those customers which we get, normally I would expect my telephone sales team to make two $5,000 sales. So I'm giving you the opportunity to make 2.5 grand per sale earnings potential. So from just that one sale a day, okay, your monthly income now could be $6,622 a month. That's over $79,000 a year, okay? Plus, you'd be getting 50% commission of anything else those customers buy for the lifetime of the customer, okay? So this massively simplifies everything for you. It really just cuts everything out, makes it very, very simple and very, very easy to achieve. So, basically now we've removed all the reasons for you to fail, okay? And as a licensed partner team member, all you have to do is drive traffic to the entrance of the funnel. That's it. That's the only thing you need to do. It's very, very simple. So as a licensed partner team member, the only thing you need to do is drive traffic to the squeeze page here on the left. We've got about 4 or 5 different squeeze pages with different offers. But who here thinks that using Facebook traffic, they could give something away for free? So just type into the question box, just type a yes if you think, if you think this, you could actually sell something if you were giving something away for free. Okay, Joe's asking, yes, Joe, it is. yes, so we're getting tons and tons of yeses. Absolutely, Jane saying yes, John is saying, Neil saying yes, Carol saying yes, yes, I think. Okay, absolutely. Mike saying, yeah, absolutely. It's very, very easy to give something away. And as a licensed partner team member, that's all you need to do, give something away for free. They then are then added into automatically added into the funnel, and they're basically referenced as your customer in the database. And then anything they buy from then on inwards, you'll get your commission. So it's very, very simple to make money with this. Obviously, you can still send customers to a front-end product like the one on the right there. You can send somebody to a sales page if you want to. But most licensed partner team members are doing incredibly well just giving stuff away for free, because they know that as soon as somebody signs up, puts their name and email address in, if that customer then decides to buy something in the future, they'll get their commission. So literally, even if somebody opts in today to get that YouTube hijack course there for free, and then let's say in 6 months' time they come to one of my seminars in the UK, in central London, and they buy something at the back of the room, an expensive product, you'll get your 50% commission. So let's say they buy $5,000 coaching from me at a seminar, okay, you'll get your $2,500 commission straight away. So that's how the licensed partner team works, and that's why so many people are succeeding with the licensed partner team. Now, I realize to be successful, you're going to need coaching. So every licensed partner team member gets coaching thrown in as well. So every month, I host 2 live coaching webinars for my licensed partner team members. And every month, I share the latest traffic techniques with you, so that basically, because I need you to be successful for this to work. So I share with you all the stuff which I learn and all the new techniques which I've tested and I know work. So like I say, I buy a lot of very, very high-end products. I'm a member of a lot of very high-end masterminds. So I get to learn all the latest traffic techniques, and I share those traffic techniques with my licensed partner team twice a month. Plus, there are some areas I'm not an expert in. So as an example, I'm not an expert in LinkedIn. However, I am thinking about bringing in one of my friends, Karen, who is an expert on LinkedIn, and she's going to be a guest speaker on one of the webinars coming up in the next month, actually, month or two, and she's going to be teaching everything she knows about LinkedIn and getting traffic from LinkedIn. So that's just an example of what we do on the coaching webinars, because it's in my interests for you to be successful. So remember, McDonald's charge $5,000 for their training to use their system. And they do that because, like I said, they're not interested in making the money really from selling the franchise fee. What they want is more people, running McDonald's restaurants successfully, so they can basically build the McDonald's brand, and that's why McDonald's do that. So, as a licensed partner team members, obviously you'll get all of my front-end products for free, so that you can review them. So you're going to get my Inside AdSense course, my Beginner's Blueprint course, my Video Marketing Workshop course, my Traffic Mastermind course, my Marketing Graphics Collection, my Income Blueprint Workshop. That was a 2-day high-end workshop which I held in London. That's like the recordings of it. My Product Creation Mastermind, how to create products. So that's basically the recordings of another workshop. And my Replace My Day Job workshop, which is a workshop I put on a few months back, actually, in central London. So you're going to get all of those products for free as a licensed partner team member. Plus, you're going to get further income boosts. So any new product which I create, basically I split the revenue with you 50-50. So any new back-end, high-end product, so for instance this year I'm releasing my own mastermind group, which is going to be, not quite sure on pricing, it's going to be somewhere between $5,000 and $8,000. And as a licensed partner team member, any clients which you refer via that squeeze page, you'll get 50% commission on that $8,000 product, as an example. And I'm continuously adding new products. I'm really known in the industry and as a product creator, and whenever I'm at workshops and things, I've got colleagues coming up to me saying, "Gosh, you're always creating new products." So I'm always continuously adding new products to my line, and you get to promote those products, and the front end products, you'll always get a free copy of the product. And also, when I put on live events and workshops and sell high ticket products from the back of the room, you'll get 50% commission of any of those sales as well. So if any of the people which you refer to that squeeze page, if they come to one of those workshops and buy some high-end products from offline events, you'll still get your commissions, okay? Because everything is tracked. Very, very important to realize that. So as a licensed partner team member, you'll get license rights basically to my sales funnel. You're going to get ongoing live coaching via 2 live webinars a month, me and my team making you high-ticket coaching sales, access to all of my front-end funnel products, 100% commission on those front-end sales, 50% commissions on all of the high-ticket back-end sales, license rights to basically all of my new front-end offers, a further 50% commissions on all new back-end products which I create, like that high-end 8 grand mastermind which I'm thinking about creating. And I've made basically making money for you very, very simple. Basically, I'm going to let you use my system. I'm just going to hand it all over to you. I'll show you how to drive traffic, and I'll show you not just Facebook. I'll show you all the different ways you can drive traffic on the internet, stuff that works that currently the professionals are using. And by the way, driving traffic is the only thing you need to learn, and the only thing you need to do as a licensed partner team member. That's it. The system will make you sales automatically. My team will call your customers and make you those 4-figure paydays, okay? And also, I'm going to mentor you on an ongoing basis. So, last year I sold my group coaching for $3,000, and I also sell my personal coaching for $5,000. Actually, that's a mistake. It used to be 6 months. Actually, now my personal one-on-one coaching is $5,000 for 3 months, and I'm actually thinking of upping the price on the one-on-one coaching later in the year when I start my mastermind. So when I start my mastermind, which is going to be 8 grand, I'm going to be charging $10,000 for my personal one-on-one coaching. And to become a licensed partner team member today, it's just $997 a year, and that's incredible value when you consider what you're getting today. But it gets better. For the first 10 people to order today, you can make a single payment of $647 for lifetime access, or you can pay $497 per year. Okay, so that's like an annual billing type thing. So if you just go to licensedpartnerteam.com, so that's licensedpartnerteam.com, you can sign up today. So remember, the $647 is a lifetime, you become a lifetime access, and you're getting the coaching for lifetime. So that's 2 coaching webinars a month for life, forever, for $647. Plus, you can become a licensed partner team member. So this is what I want you to do next. Okay, I want you to go to licensedpartnerteam.com. Okay, I want you to choose your payment plan, whether you want to pay yearly or have the lifetime access. Okay, then you'll receive your login details for the member site. And you can you can register for the next live class, which is in about a week's time, actually, where we're doing the next live class. And you can literally start making money within the next 14 days. We have a lot of members who sign up and literally will start making money within the first 14 days because we've massively simplified everything and made it incredibly easy to succeed, because all you need to do is drive traffic. So if you want to make 100% commissions on affiliate products, if you want to make 50% commissions on those $5,000 products, and also like my $10,000 products and the $8,000 product which I was just telling you about, if you want to learn how to drive traffic, and that's a big part of the licensed partner team, is learning how to drive traffic the correct way. If you want to have my team call your customers and make you those 4-figure paydays, okay, and if you want, if you basically want me to mentor you on an ongoing basis, then this is for you, okay? And if you want to be up and running and making sales within the next 28 days, then the licensed partner team is the program for you. In fact, like I said, we have a lot of people who are making sales within the first 14 days. We had a couple of months ago, we had somebody who joined who was making sales within, I think we actually had, once we had somebody who actually had made a sale by the end of the webinar, which sounds kind of crazy, and I didn't actually believe it until I logged in and looked. But we have a lot of people who make sales within the first 14 days, and it's a very common thing. So if you go to licensedpartnerteam.com, you can sign up right now. But what I actually want to do for you today is kind of like reverse the risk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a full 30-day money-back guarantee, and I want you to try out the licensed partner team. And if after 30 days, up to 30 days, if you think actually the licensed partner team is not for you, I'll give you a full refund, and you can keep all of the front-end products. So you can keep my You can keep my Inside AdSense course. You can keep my Beginner's Blueprint course. You can keep the Video Marketing Workshop, the Traffic Mastermind, the Marketing Graphics Collection, the Income Blueprint Workshop, the Product Creation Mastermind, the Replace My Day Job Workshop videos. You can keep all that just for trying out the Licensed Partner Team, okay? If you don't like it, I'll give you a full refund and you get to keep all of those products for free, okay? Because I'm so confident that you'll be making money within the first 14 days with this system. However, it gets better than that. I've decided to throw in as a bonus a brand new course which I'm just creating called The Face of Traffic. So this is my brand new high-end Facebook training course which I'm releasing later this year called The Face of Traffic. And as a licensed partner team member, you're going to get, you basically, I've created like 80% of the course and it's already uploaded, and licensed partner team members have access to that course, which basically walks you through the whole process of getting traffic from Facebook, literally from opening an account to setting up retargeting advertising. So you're going to get a free copy of the Face of Traffic course, and I'm going to give you that for free just for signing up to the licensed partner team. Now, it gets better because as a second bonus, what I'm going to do is give you my brand new Facebook search software tool. So this is a software tool which I've never released to the public before, and it's something I don't even sell. It's something I use purely just for my staff members to use and outsourcers to use, and I've allowed licensed partner team members to now use this software. So it's one of my secret software tools. So let me show you how this works. It's really cool. So remember when we were talking about getting free traffic from Facebook, and we were talking about going into Facebook groups and finding conversations where people were talking about our topics. Remember I said it took me about half an hour to find that post where someone was talking about PayPal. Well, actually, I lied. It took me about a second. So I've got this software tool. It's like an add-on for Chrome and Firefox, and it appears in this blue pop-up box, which is in the top right-hand corner. And all I need to do is type in my keyword there. So I've typed in PayPal into that blue box you can see, and I've searched for +10, which basically means it's going to find posts that have got at least 10 comments. And then you click on the button, and then it scrolls down the page and highlights the posts in orange that have 10 comments and have the keyword PayPal, or whatever keyword you decided to put in. And basically, this really, really speeds up the process of finding these posts on Facebook. So I'm going to give you that software tool completely for free, just for trying out the licensed partner team today. And just as a quick recap, to become a licensed partner team member, you get license rights to my sales funnel, ongoing live coaching via 2 live webinars every single month, me and my team making you high-ticket coaching sales, access to all of my funnel products, 100% commission on front-end sales, 50% commissions on back-end sales, license rights to basically on any new front-end offers which I create, a further 50% commissions on all new back-end products which I create, the Face of Traffic training program, and my Facebook search tool. Okay, so remember, for the first 10 to order today can make a single payment of $647, and that's lifetime access, or you can pay $497, which is billed annually. It's up to you. So if you just go to licensedpartnerteam.com, you can sign up right now. So remember, you have a 30-day guarantee, and you get to keep all of those products for free. And you know what? I don't really care. If you try out Licensed Partner Team today, you get to keep all of those front-end products which we talked about just for trying Licensed Partner Team. If you figure it's not for you after 10 days or something, I'll give you a full refund, and you get to keep all of those products for free. And you know what? You'll even be able to keep the Face of Traffic course. I'll chuck that in. You can keep that for free. And you can also keep my Facebook search tool. You can keep that for free just for trying out the Licensed Partner Team today. So you've watched this entire presentation, and you want an easy way to make money. And this, to be honest, is a very, very easy way to make money. And you know this is of excellent value, and you want to take advantage of this incredible discount today and the amazing bonuses. And basically the can't lose guarantee, because you know that this is going to work. So if you just go to licensedpartnerteam.com, you can sign up today, choose your payment plan, and I'd love to have you on board. And I want to make sure that you're making money, be one of those people who are making money literally within the first 14 days. Okay, so guys, we're going to take questions now. And So if you have a question, please do type it into the question box. And we have Catherine on the line. Catherine, are you there?
I am, Sarah. Good evening.
Hello. You're a little bit, if I can just boost your audio a little bit, because you're a little bit quiet. But Catherine's going to be reading out the questions, and I'm going to be reading them, I'm going to be answering them out right now. So Catherine, do we have the first question, please?
Yes, the first question we have, Sarah, is from Tony, and he would like to know, on average, how much do you actually pay for your Facebook adverts?
That's a really good question, Tony. Okay, so so this really all depends on how you target your adverts, and really it kind of depends on really how much money you want to make in the end. So we have you know, a lot of licensed partner team members who are spending around $10 a week on adverts. And that's usually between, I would say, between $10 and $20 a week is what a lot of people start with when they start with the licensed partner team. But as a licensed partner team member, you know, when you start investing, a lot of people are making sales, and then from that they're then reinvesting. So we've got some people who are spending like $20 a week. We've got some people who are spending several $100s a week on advertising because they're getting the return on their investment. However, Facebook's not the only game in town. So in the members area, we actually teach lots and lots of different traffic techniques. And we've got some people who, you know what, they don't really like Facebook, and they much prefer to do you know, other traffic techniques like solo ads, you know, building their own website, getting traffic from forums. So there's all sorts of other traffic techniques as well. So not everybody is doing paid advertising, and some people are using other paid advertising techniques as well. So it's at all different levels. On a personal note, you know, I spend you know, up to around about $1,000 a week on advertising myself personally, but that's just because it's my own business. But as a licensed partner team member, you don't have to spend money on advertising to make this work at all.
Thank you, Sarah. Several questions we've had from people. Solo ads. Where do you get your solo ads from?
Okay, that's a really good question. So solo ads, so a solo ad basically is another way of getting traffic, and we do teach that within the licensed partner team area. It's just another traffic technique. There are various different networks where you can sign up to purchase solo ads, and we teach that in the members area. And the other place which you can, we're having a lot of members actually having really good success at the moment buying solo ads from, is Facebook. So there are about 4 or 5 really good groups on Facebook where people actually review solo ads, and about 3 or 4 of them are actually closed groups. But as a licensed partner team, because I'm a member of all these groups, I'll automatically approve you for any of those groups that you want to join. But there, like I said, there's about 3 or 4 really good groups on Facebook where people who have bought solo ads actually then go into the group and review them. So some of the reviews are bad. Some people say, you know, I bought a solo ad from this guy and he ripped me off, or the traffic was appalling, and other people come in and say, I got really good results, I got 4 sales, or, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So at the moment, we find our team members are getting the best results from those groups on Facebook right now. Okay.
Quite a few people have asked Sarah tonight, is this suitable for newbies?
Absolutely. So if you're just getting started with all of this, it's probably one of the most user-friendly and easiest ways to get started, simply because you don't have to learn all of the normal stuff that you have to learn. So normally to do affiliate marketing, you've got to learn list building, you've got to create your own product, which you can give away for free, you've got to build the web page, you've got to set up the email list, you've got to learn how to write email copy. It's quite a complicated thing to do, to learn affiliate marketing from scratch. And likewise, if you want to create your own products, that's even more complicated, a lot of stuff to learn. As a licensed partner team member, you only need to learn one thing, and that's traffic. That's it. You only have to learn you know, a traffic technique that basically suits you. So not all traffic techniques suit everybody. So some people, as an example, I've got, you know, several people I know who really don't like Facebook, and they prefer to get their traffic from places like Bing and Yahoo, which is another technique which we teach. So as a team member, if you're just starting out, it's probably one of the easiest ways you can get started to make money, because like I said, the only one thing you need to do is learn how to drive traffic. And incidentally, a lot of people are joining the license partner team just for the traffic training because it's such a good skill to have. Once you learn how to drive traffic, you can make a lot of money with the license partner team, but you can also use that skill if you ever decide to create your own products, okay? Or if you ever want to promote other people's products, other affiliate marketing offers. So if you're a newbie just starting out, this is probably one of the easiest ways you can get started and making some money very quickly.
Several people have also asked, Sarah, do they need to have a website, and what sort of training are you offering about creating a website?
Okay, no, you don't have to have a website. This is the great thing about it. All you need to do is send traffic to one of my opt-in pages. That's it. That's the only thing you need to do. So technically, no, you don't need a website. You absolutely don't need a website for that. However, we do have some techniques that do involve having a website, so it's really your call if you want to go down that road or not. A lot of people just have Facebook pages, and to be honest, you don't actually necessarily even need to use Facebook. So if you want to build your own website, that's absolutely cool. A lot of people do that. And if you want to build your own website, we've actually got some free WordPress training, which is WordPress is the system I recommend for building websites. So we've got a full training program showing you how to build a website using what's called WordPress. And I also throw in free website hosting. So if you don't have website hosting, I'll even throw in website hosting completely for free. And that's another bonus, actually, which wasn't even in the presentation there, but I'll give you free hosting for your website.
Jeremy would like to know, will this work in Ireland?
That's a really good question, Jeremy. And this will work in any country. As long as you've got an internet connection fast enough to watch this webinar, it will work. So it doesn't really matter where you're based, so it's not country dependent at all. We've got licensed partner team members in the UK, Ireland, Australia, America. We've probably got some in other countries as well, not really sure. But this is the great thing about this. All you need to do is drive traffic, and you can do that from any country in the world. So I quite often travel with my laptop. Like I said, I'm off to the States next month. Quite often I go to the Far East, go to Thailand, places like that with my laptop, and I can be making money from pretty much anywhere in the world, and it's no different from any other program. It's not country dependent at all.
We also have a question in various forms, but it's
okay.
Down to how much hours or how many hours a week would they be expected to work to make a decent living? And I think generally they're all talking about over $1,000 a month.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, so let me just quickly give you a very quick analogy. Now, normally with affiliate marketing, kind of like the traditional road, which we were talking about, let's say we put in 10 hours one week, and we made some commissions. Okay, so let's say we put in 10 hours with a regular affiliate program, and let's say we made $100. Okay, which is kind of, let's just say we did that. That would be you'd be doing really well if you did that. So let's say you did that. And let's say you did that every week for a few months. Okay, so you've made some commissions. That's really good. But let's say suddenly you stopped. Okay, you were ill, or something at work happened, and you didn't have the time to put in anymore. In the normal circumstance, your commissions then would stop. You would stop making money because you're not putting any more work in. With the licensed partner team, is very different because let's say you put in 10 hours work this week. Okay. And you make some commissions. You need to remember those people which you've referred are tracked in the system as your customer. So what that means is I start doing all the selling. You've just given something away for free. They've joined. They've basically put their name and email address in. They're in the sales funnel, and anything they buy from here on inwards, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, next year, in 3 years' time, anything they buy, you get a commission. And I've got customers dating back to 2009. That's when I started building my list. I've got customers who joined my list in 2009 and bought products, and they're still buying products today. So that kind of gives you an idea of why this is very different. It's not a thing where you need to put continuous work in. So we've got people who are literally, up to, I would say, around about $1,000 a month, and they're probably putting in between 5 and 10 hours a week. But as a result of that, because they're working continuously, their income is kind of like going up and up and up. And if they stopped working today, they would continue making that income. They would continue to carry on making an income for many months or even years to come. Along with those high-ticket paydays when people decide to buy things like coaching or the high-end products. So this is why this is very profitable, and this is why it's very different from other programs. And the people who are putting in a lot of time, so some people are putting in a huge amount of time and effort into this, they're the people that are starting to make, like 10 grand plus a month. Okay.
Yes, Rosemary says that she's been in a lot of schemes like this before, but how does she know that your tracking is accurate? And can she track every link that she uses?
Absolutely. So I use the kind of industry-leading software, and you can look this up if you like. It's called Infusionsoft. It's one of the most expensive kind of like tracking platforms and shopping cart platforms out there. And it's one of the most accurate and most reputable systems, if you like, out there. So as a licensed partner team member, you get your own login to Infusionsoft, to my shopping cart system, like your own little area, and within that you can set up your own tracking links. So you can track every single link that you post, and you'll know how many people have clicked on it, how many people have opted in, and you'll know what products they've bought. And also, whenever somebody buys a product, then the name of the person comes up who bought the product, and you can see which tracking link triggered that product sale. So yeah, we're very big on tracking, and I think it's very important that I'm completely transparent. You know exactly you know exactly how these sales are made, and you know how many people are opting in, how many people are buying, and how many people are clicking on your links as well. So yes, that's not a problem.
And more importantly, that you have got videos to show them how that tracking how to do the tracking properly. So
absolutely.
I was frantically typing in twice that they made over 3,000 last month.
Ah, well done, excellent.
Pounds, actually. That's not even dollars. I think that's pounds.
Right. Okay. Well done.
I am just coming down to the end here. Neil wanted to know the other company that you were talking about traffic from. Well, that sounds like AdRoads. That was solo ads.
What to buy traffic from?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there is what for solo ads. Well, but we talked about this before. That was Facebook groups tend to be the best places right now. But the other one is there is one called Udemy, which is a very good site for buying solo ads. However, we're getting better results with the Facebook groups at the moment, buying solos from there. So,
Mike has asked, is there enough room still in the internet marketing niche to get into it?
Absolutely. So this is a question which, if we go all the way back to that London networking event I went to all those years ago, and I was sitting next to my friend, well, he wasn't my friend then, I just met him, Chris Fravel, and Phil Wiley, and I remember saying, oh, isn't that niche like saturated? And they shook their heads, and I went away, and sure enough, it worked, and it's exactly the same right now. And to be honest, I'll give you a little tip here. Whenever you're doing any kind of affiliate marketing, whether it's in the golf niche, the weight loss niche, anything like that, you always want to go into a very, very competitive niche. It's very important to do that because it's full of what are called hungry buyers, and it's also full of traffic. It's very easy to get traffic. And if you can go into a market where there's lots of stuff you can sell, there are lots of people who want to buy the product, and there's lots of easily obtained traffic, it's very, very easy to get going with this. And if you think about this for a second, if why is it that when, let's say, Apple decided to release the iPad, do you think all the other, and they did fantastically well with the iPad, do you think all the other electronic companies like Samsung and all the Chinese manufacturers were sitting around going, oh well, Apple's cornered that market, that's a waste of time, we're not going to make any money if we release a tablet computer because the market's saturated with Apple iPads? No, they all created lookalike products. And if you had a shop an empty shop, an electronic shop on Oxford Street in central London, or like on Fifth Avenue in New York, and you wanted to sell tablet computers, what would you stock it with? Would you stock it with an unknown Chinese make, or would you stock it with the, Apple products, the iPad? Which one would make the most money? Well, selling the iPad would, because it's a popular product, and there's lots of customers for it, and it's no different on the internet. We always want to go into saturated. Well, it's not saturated. We want to go into highly competitive niches, because that's where it's probably the easiest. It's like the easiest place we can make money, if that makes sense. So, because within internet marketing, there's always new people coming in. It's kind of like recession proof as well. So when there's a recession on, there's even more people who enter the niche. So it's just a very, very easy niche to make money in. And people used to say this same very thing back in 2008 and 2009. Oh, is it too late to get into the niche? No, it's not. We're all making good money with it, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, Brian would like to know. He likes the idea. He wants to come in, but he would like you to give him some more examples of evergreen niches. He doesn't want to sell your products. No offense, he says, but he doesn't want to be in the internet marketing niche. So could you give some examples of other evergreen niches that it would work for?
Well, licensed partner team is just selling my products, so that's all it is. It's not in different niches. So the licensed partner team is just selling my own product line in the internet marketing niche, and the reason we do that is because it's really just the reason we're doing this is I just want an easy way for you to make money very, very quickly. And to be honest, promoting these products, giving these things away for free, it's just the quickest way you're going to make money in this. If you want to get involved in another niche, yeah, you can do that. You can build your own email list. You can create your own product line. You can, like we talked about, you can create your own sales funnel. And if you want to do that, absolutely. There are all sorts of niches like weight loss, anything in the money niche, personal development. These big bucket niches are the niches where all the money is made. So you want to always go into these big bucket niches. Any niche where there is a huge amount of traffic. Any niche where there are a lot of products to sell, and where there are lots of passionate people who are what are called repeat buyers, so people who buy product after product after product. And in these big bucket niches, that's what people do. So it's very, very easy to make money in these niches.
And Katie would like to know, what would you suggest to send traffic to a squeeze page, and do you have any training on list building?
No, we don't offer training on list building, simply because you don't need to build your own email list. All you need to do is send traffic to a squeeze page, one of my squeeze pages that I host. So I don't have email sequences which I send out to you. You don't have to upload your own squeeze page. You don't have to build your own email list. So you don't have to do any of that. So we don't offer training on building your own email list, simply because you don't need to do it. We do have some more advanced users who already have their own email list and or people who kind of see the value. How to set that up as a licensed partner team member. So if you want to build your own email list, we don't have kind of training showing you exactly how to set up an autoresponder, but we do. I will give you one of my products which you can give away on your own squeeze page if you want to get going quickly with that, and then promote my products in your email sequence. If you want to do that, that's absolutely fine. Some people do, but it's not essential. You don't have to build your own email list. You don't have to do all of that as a licensed partner team member. The only thing you need to do is drive traffic to the front end of the funnel, which is one of the squeeze pages. Okay?
And Alan would like to know, how would he become a specialist in the internet marketing niche?
How do you become a specialist?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so firstly, you don't need to become a specialist to make money with this. All you need to become a specialist in really is driving traffic. So that's all you need to learn how to do, and we teach you that. But really, if you learn how to drive traffic, you are becoming a specialist, and it's a skill that everybody wants to learn. And in the webinars which we host twice a month, not all of it, but 80% of it is about traffic. But we also talk about other techniques as well to do with internet marketing. So That's why most licensed partner team members do become very knowledgeable in internet marketing, simply because they have that kind of foundation, if you like, of training. Plus, within the members area, there is a lot of training on other different forms of training to do with internet marketing, like product creation. We've got a whole training course on product creation. So if you want to create your own products, we do offer training on that. Things like how to make money from Google AdSense. And actually, there is a little bit of email list building training in some of my workshops. So things like the Income Blueprint workshop, we teach the process of how to set up a sales funnel and stuff like that. So there is an awful lot of training in the licensed partner team that people like to dip in and out of when they feel the need. But what I recommend people do, so they don't get overwhelmed with all the training, is when people join, I say, look, once you've signed up, go into the members area, but just learn the traffic stuff first, because that's how you'll make the most money quickly. Okay.
Thank you, Sarah. And Sam is saying, with the changing spam laws that are has happened in Canada, and they do look like happening in other countries, do you have any worries about spam?
Not at all, no. This was always talked about, several years ago as well. Nothing much has happened. Yeah, okay, in Canada, you need to get people to what are called double opt-in to an email list, and that's just a technical thing. Which is what I do for people who join my email list in Canada now. No, I don't see it as being a problem at all. They're just making email marketers jump through more hoops, really, to be compliant. At the end of the day, all big businesses send emails out. People like Amazon.com, eBay, all merchants rely on email to build their business. So, as long as we've got the big people like eBay and Amazon and those sort of people around, we'll still be able to sell stuff online. It's not going to be a problem. And I'm fully compliant. I do everything to the law of each country which I market in, so it's not a problem at all.
I'm just reading down to the end of the question. Sorry, Sarah, I think I've covered them all, but I'm just being absolutely certain.
It's quite a few at the bottom there, I think, Catherine.
Okay, I'm getting down to the bottom. I'm on a great load of late yeses at the moment. Right. Oh dear, yes, I see.
If you want to just expand your question box, I think you might have it quite small or something.
No, but
let's keep seeing new ones popping up at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Trying to find the ones I haven't answered.
Okay, well, I'm just looking. John's saying, sorry, can at least yes. John's asking about lifetime memberships, and can I guarantee that? Yes, it is a lifetime membership. So so that's not a problem. If the 647 is for lifetime, you're going to get the 2 live webinars every month for that. Obviously, if you sign up for the $497 package, that's going to be an annual fee. And the other thing is, I'm thinking about putting the price up actually in a few months' time of the licensed partner team, and I'm going to be basically putting up to $997 a year as an annual price. So, but if you get in now, you'll be locked in at whatever price you choose, and the price won't go up if you join today. Okay.
A question we had earlier on as well was, once you've made a sale, once they have made a sale as an affiliate marketer, how often do you follow up with back-end products in your sales funnel?
Okay, that's a really good question. Well, I have an initial. Well, it depends which squeeze page you send people in, because I have more than one funnel, and it's what's called behavioral dependent funnel, which you can do in Infusionsoft. So it all depends on what people click on, what products they buy, and what they do, how often they open their emails. So it's anything really from 3 weeks to 2 months, depending on the kind of actions which they take. After that time period, they're still in the list, and they still receive my weekly newsletter. So every week I send a newsletter out to everybody, whether they're in the funnel or not. If they then buy another product, they get put into another sales funnel. The thing about the funnel, it's really just a way of warming up email leads. That's all it is really, and there are products obviously offered to them. However, my weekly newsletter, which I send out, I offer my new products in that newsletter. Plus, I'm quite often doing webinars promoting products. my new products, and those emails are always sent out to the whole of the list. So as an example, over Christmas, I promoted one of my affiliate training classes for $200. And over 100 licensed partner team members were making sales from that promotion I did over Christmas. And not all of those people were in the sales funnel. Only about probably 30% of those people who purchased were actually in the sales funnel. The rest of them were just in the list. That was just basically promoted by what's called an email broadcast via my newsletter, which I sent out over the Christmas period. Okay.
And Darren would like to know, do you supply the banners for advertising your products?
Yes, absolutely. So for my products, when you go in and you get your links, there are obviously links provided. There are banners, graphics. There are email templates. So if you do have an email list, you want to send an email out, I provide those email templates. If you want to buy a solo ad, I give you the sales copy to give the solo ad provider for sending out solos. I even have example Facebook adverts which you can use. So you have access to all of that for all of the products. So it's dead simple, really.
Another question is, what is an email list?
Okay, so an email list is exactly what it says on the tin. It's a list of email addresses. So you've probably seen it before, where there's a form where somebody gives something away for free, like a web page, and you put your name and email address in, and you click the submit button. That name and email address is actually added to like a database on an online server. It's like collected, and then that basically becomes a list of email addresses, and that's what an email list actually is. So even people who sign up to a webinar who aren't already on my list, so if I'm doing a webinar and people have to sign up to the webinar, they have to put their name and email address in. Those details are then added and saved to a special list on an autoresponder. Okay.
Thank you, Sarah. And Chiara wants to know, with the training, will it help her with her own marketing job, which is business-to-business software company?
Yeah, absolutely.
Know how to generate more traffic to her website?
Yes, absolutely, because a big part of the licensed partner team is traffic training. That's primarily what we teach, and that skill can be used in pretty much any online business venture. If you want to get traffic, it's a fantastic way of learning how to generate traffic. So if you have an offline business or you have your own website, you just want to learn about traffic, licensed partner team is a really good way to learn this. Plus, you can make money as you're learning it as well, which is an extra thing as well.
Thank you, Sarah. John has said he's tried several times to purchase the product tonight, and he hasn't got through. John, could you tell us what the message is you're getting that the transaction will not go through?
Okay, well, Catherine, if you just take his details, we can help him out later. Yeah.
Okay, John, if you just put your email in at the bottom, then I'll deal with it later. That's great. No. Have you got a quick start guide?
A quick start guide? Yes, we do. We have a quick start video actually. So we have a couple of videos kind of showing you how to get started as quickly as possible. Because a lot of programs, when you join, like you log in and there's like 120 modules of content or something crazy like that. We don't do things like that. We have all the training there that people can browse through if they want to. But then we have a quick start video which just says you want to start making money. These are the things you need to do. First of all, you need to go and sign up here. You need to click on that page there, fill in this form. Go to this page here, get your links. So we literally just go through the steps you need to start making money as quickly as possible.
Sarah's also asked, what is the average earning per member per year? Because you can't answer that because not everybody promotes your products.
Yeah. So the average, the average earnings of a licensed partner team member? Well, we haven't. So the average earnings, we actually haven't even been going for, we've only been going, I actually haven't collated the results because it's still quite a new program. We've been going, actually it's almost a year now actually that we've been going. But over the last few months, if I kind of like averaged everything up, I mean obviously we have people who make a lot more money than this, and we have people who make a lot less money than this. but I would say the average earnings are between $3,000 and $4,000 a month. So, and the one thing I want to stress with this is, you know, like any program, you won't make any money at this if you don't take action. So, if you just purchase the product today and do nothing, you won't make any money. And if you're going to do that, I'd rather not have you as a customer. I'd rather, I only want to have, serious people join this program who are going to put the work in and make some money. If you put the work in, you will make money at this. However, if you sign up and just do nothing, obviously you won't make any money. Okay, but the people who do take action and actually start going through the process are making money.
Thank you, Sarah. John, interestingly, says, can you address the problem of saturation on Facebook? Because if everybody's promoting your products, they'll all be competing against each other.
Well, John, you need to remember how big market actually is. I think a lot of people kind of really don't realize how big the market is. So, as you know, when we put these audiences together, we're talking about advertising to over 1 million people, and licensed partner team, it's a very, very small group of people. It's for an affiliate program, it's tiny. Currently, we have about 300 members, between 300 and 400 members, I think, which may sound a lot, but it's not. Now, these big product launches that you see, like Jeff Walker did this product launch formula recently, and Frank Kern has these big product launches. Quite often with these launches, over 10,000 affiliates are promoting the same product, just one product. And that's quite common within the internet marketing niche, that you have literally between 2 and 10,000 affiliates promoting a single product during a product launch, and they don't meet. Okay, there might be a little bit of saturation there. So you need to remember, the licensed partner team is a closed system. You can't promote these products unless you're a team member. It's a very, very small group of people, and even on Facebook, there is so much traffic available that people aren't really bumping into each other. So you need to remember, if we can advertise to 1 million people, which is roughly about the size of the audiences that most people are putting together, in a crowd of 1 million people, are 300 people going to keep bumping into each other? No, it's not going to happen. So it's not a problem.
Mike says he notices there's a free report on YouTube, Hijack. Do you have any other free products as well?
Yeah, we have about 4 or 5 different, I think we have 5 different free products. The YouTube Hijack is just one of them. The one that's making the most money at the moment is How to Sell Affiliate Products. So that's a 3-part video course. We have another one all about product creation. That's doing very well. We have another one on traffic generation. So we have a traffic generation product, which is doing incredibly well. So yeah, we have multiple free offers, and every couple of months I release 2 or 3 new ones as well, so we keep things fresh. So we have multiple free products, simply because for instance, on Facebook we get better results with certain types of products, promoting certain types of products on Facebook. On the Bing search engine, as an example, on Yahoo, different types of products tend to work better. When doing solo ads, other types of products tend to do better, giving them away for free. I don't know why, but that's just what we found over the last few months. So as a result, I've developed further products for different traffic sources, and I always test these things before I release them. So normally what I'll do is I will try 2 or 3 different products, test them with different traffic sources, and then let you guys know what's working with which different traffic source.
Mike would like to know, would you consider making a private, or is there a private Facebook group for LPT members?
Yeah, that's a really good idea. It is something I've considered doing, and yes, I would definitely consider doing that.
And Rohit would like to know, how often do you give on-the-job training?
I don't know what he means by on-the-job training, but obviously, all the anyone who joins licensed partner team, it is on-the-job training, and that's exactly what it is.
Virginia would like to know, does she have access to the emails? I don't know, where are the emails for my customers stored?
Okay, so the emails for your customers are stored all within the master Infusionsoft account, so that's all within my sales funnel. They're marked as your customer though for the life of that customer. However, if you want to collect your own email addresses, that's absolutely fine. Not everybody wants to go through the hassle of doing that because not everybody's maybe as advanced as you are. If you want to do that, that's absolutely fine. It's not necessary, but if you want to, you can collect email addresses yourself. So if you want to build your own email list, that's absolutely cool. In fact, I would recommend it if you've got the time and the inclination to do it. That's absolutely fine. And we actually have a separate training module for the people that want to build their own email list. And what I actually do is I give you one of my squeeze pages with one of my free products. I've got several products which you can use, in fact, plus the sales copy that goes with it, and the email follow-ups and everything else. And you can just place that all within your own email sequence and basically do the same sales funnel using your own autoresponder if you want to. That's absolutely fine, and then you get to keep all the email addresses. But that's really something I'd only recommend if you're an advanced kind of like user, because there's quite a lot of work involved in that. So if you want to do that, that's absolutely fine. But what most team members tend to do is they tend to just start off with just sending the direct traffic, and then some people, when they start making some commissions, then will start building their own email list, and that's absolutely fine if you want to do that.
Yeah, Tom's saying, so that's what you're saying. You should just go to Facebook, pay for Facebook traffic ads, and then drive it to your squeeze page.
Yes, absolutely. Obviously with your special link, but yes, absolutely. With your licensed partner team affiliate link, yes.
I'm not sure this question, Larry. How do you keep vendors honest so they don't bypass you after you've sent traffic to their site?
Not quite sure what she means.
Sure what that is.
Okay. Maybe you could reword that just so we kind of understand that.
Tom, what happens if you can't make it to the evening training? You send me the question beforehand in the help desk, and I read out all the questions that I've sent in prior to the webinar, and then they become live on the webinar for the next day.
Absolutely, yeah. So we do that with all the webinars. You can send in your questions like in advance, like Catherine just said. And then basically I read them out in the webinar, and everything is always recorded. So any live events, any live webinars we put on, we always record those webinars, and then the next day you have access to them which is in about a week's time, I think. I think it's next week, actually. And sign up for the next live class. We'd love to have you on board. And what we'll do is during that class, we'll kind of like do a run through of everything that you need to do, like a welcome for new members during that class. But also, you can get started tonight.
Yes, and John wants to know, do you teach pay-per-click and other traffic sources?
Yes, we do. So actually, last month in one of the webinars, training webinars, I taught media buying. So we're always learning different traffic techniques. So that's where you buy banner advertising from websites, and so yeah, we do banner advertising, pay-per-click, all different types of traffic techniques. Plus, if there's something you feel isn't there, if there's something you would like to learn, and if I don't know about it, I'll bring in an expert to teach it. That's always my philosophy.
And we have several questions. How much does that money translate into pounds sterling?
I don't know. I'd have to Google that for you. It's the 647 is about £300 or £400, I think. You would have to Google it.
It's
Just
3 or 4, certainly.
yeah, about that. So
About
I'd have to,
2/3, I think, but it does change. But I'd say about 2/3. So
yeah,
600 will just be over 4, I think. Um,
I'd
Mark,
have to,
could you actually, Sarah, show them where the help desk is and where they can access the help desk? And Mark, can you come through to me after the webinar in the help desk here, and I'll sort you out tonight.
yeah, absolutely. So if you let me just quickly.
And John as well. Both of them are going to need the
So if you go to the main website is starvideos.com. So if you go to starvideos.com, STAAR videos.com, and you click on help desk there at the top, at the very, very top of the page there, that's where the help desk is. Okay, so I hope that's clear.
Right, I'm just scrolling down to the bottom. Is an autoresponder necessary?
No, not at all. Like I said several times, you don't need an autoresponder. You don't need your own website. All you need to do is send traffic to one of the squeeze pages. That's the only thing you need to do. If you want to build your own email list, then yeah, you'll need your own autoresponder, but that's purely optional.
Oh, how Darren would like to know, how does he get paid?
Okay, that's a really good question. Currently, we're paying out using PayPal. However, people who make slightly more money prefer bank transfers, and we pay the bank transfers now out of America, out of the American account. So yeah, we can do bank transfer for larger amounts. We tend to do the bank transfers for people who are making over $3,000, $3,000 or $4,000 a month. However, some people who are even making over $5,000 a year, $5,000 a month, still prefer to be paid with PayPal. But we're looking at other payment solutions as well, other than PayPal. But that's primarily how we pay, and that we pay on the 5th of each month. So the 5th of each month, we pay our licensed partner team members. And the way that works is we have a 30-day refund period on all of our products. So you always get paid for products which were sold like a month ago because we have the 30-day refund period. And we pay on the 5th of each month.
Ron says, how do you track a live customer at one of your events?
Well, the way that works is when we do a live event, we normally sell tickets. Or at least if we don't sell a ticket, they'll have to, at the bare minimum, put a name and email address into a form to come to an event if it's a free event. But normally they're paid events where people pay. And as soon as that happens, it's like I said, that customer is in the database as your customer, so it will be added to their customer record that they're going to that event. Whenever anybody purchases anything, as a live event, online, doesn't matter. They go through the shopping cart. So even at a live event, if somebody fills in a paper form to buy a DVD box set or buy coaching or whatever it might be, they have to put their name, their email address, their postal address, their credit card details on a form. Okay. Then a staff member takes that form and enters it into the database, basically opens up Infusionsoft on a laptop and enters the customer details into Infusionsoft, and then it's then charged to their credit card. So it's no different from doing a payment online. That's a good question, actually.
Yes. Soma, if you need help to get started, there is a starter video there, but he's just bought into it. Where does he get started? Just come to me in the help desk tonight and I'll sort you out.
So what you want to do is just want to log in. As soon as you've logged in, click on the link. You go to the master product page and you'll see an awful lot of products there, but that's because you're getting all of the front-end funnel products for free like we talked about. On the master product page, you want to click on the link that says License Partner Team. Okay. Then that takes you through to the License Partner Team homepage. And on that page, there's 2 videos. One that's like an introduction from me. And then underneath that video is the quick start video. Okay.
Ron would like to know, how many licensed partner teams do you have? Members do you have?
Like I said, it's between 300 and 400. I think it's approaching 400 now, which is basically, as far as an affiliate program goes, is tiny. So I don't, you can't become an affiliate. If you want to ever become an affiliate, I turn people down every single day who email me wanting to promote my products. So it is a closed system. I only allow people to promote my products if they're licensed partner team members and they've gone through that training. So yeah, it's a very, very small program. Only I think it's 390 or something currently.
I think that is it. Scroll down right to the bottom.
Okay, Kay's asking, how do we know how many sales we've made throughout the month before we get paid? Okay, that's a good question, Kay. So you basically log in to like your little area within Infusionsoft. You get login details, and I show you how to do that. I made some training videos, and basically you click on a link which says My Ledger, and that just brings up a ledger of everything which you sold within a time frame. So you can put like a date range in. You can say, okay, so from December to today, like a date range. You click go. That like generates a special report and comes up with all the names of all the people who have purchased, okay, and the names of the products which they've purchased, and then your commissions. Okay, so that brings up all of your sales. The other thing, and it's not just tracked there as well. There is we have what's called link tracking as well. So that just takes it another kind of step further, where you can do a similar type of thing, but it tells you for all of the links which you've generated, how many people have clicked on them, how many people have opted in, and what products they've bought as well, and the commissions you've made off the back of that. Plus, it also tells you if anybody has refunded as well, and the name of the person that's refunded as well. So totally transparent with all that, and I show you all of that data. The other thing I would just say that that's all confidential data. So I never share that data with anybody else, and I'd appreciate it if you didn't share that data with anyone else as well. Okay.
Darren would like to know, are your classes over-the-shoulder training?
Some of them are, yeah. So particularly with the Facebook stuff, we've got some videos. So as an example, Facebook recently changed some of their policies. I think it was back in November, actually. They changed some of their policies with regards to what you can and can't do on Facebook. So as a result of that, I made a couple of over-the-shoulder videos where I was actually setting up a campaign within Facebook, like a live campaign. So I do that quite a lot, showing people the changes, showing how I'm setting up licensed partner team adverts right now, and setting the advert live and then showing you the results. So yeah, we've got a few of those. The face of traffic training is all pretty much over the shoulder, so I'm actually within the ad manager setting up the ads live, showing you. It's not PowerPoint, it's live, actually showing you doing the stuff. Same with the WordPress training and a lot of the other stuff as well. So yeah, quite a lot of over the shoulder training.
Now, Brian has very kindly looked up how much it is in UK money, and it's £427.
What, the 697 one, yeah? Yeah. Okay.
Alfred said, how does he know which ads are performing or converting well?
Sorry, could you just say that again?
Alfred wants to know, how would he know which ads are, which of his ads are performing well, which are the best?
Oh, yes, that's a really good question, and that's really important when you're doing paid adverts, because there's nothing more frustrating than let's say you put an advert on Facebook, you put an advert on Bing, and you did a solo advert, let's say, and let's say you made 3 sales. Well, it's obviously very useful to know where those sales came from, because you may be paying the same amount of money for each different traffic source, and maybe all 3 sales came from Facebook, or maybe all 3 sales came from Bing. So what you want to do is ramp up the one that's working and stop the ones that aren't working. So that's really important. And yeah, absolutely, we show you how to do that. We provide what are called tracking links, which are special links which you can put at the end of the link. You can just put like a word, so you can just say it's a special link, and then at the end of the link it's like Bing, or at the end of the link it's like advert 1 or advert 2, whatever it might be. And then when you look at your stats, it will say, this sale came from advert 1 or advert 2. And that way you can find out which link is generating you the most amount of money, and then you can cross-reference it back to the advert which you were running. So I have full training videos showing you how to do that.
Um, John would like to know, is there any training on PPV marketing?
No, there isn't at the moment, and I don't. So pay-per-view is like pop-up advertising, and it's, to be honest, the reason that I don't offer training on it is it's just something I've never done. I mean, it's something I've always been interested in, but it's just something I've never got round to doing, and it's something I've always been interested in, to be honest. And I think I might, what I might do actually is I might bring in. I know lots of people who do it. There are people in my high-end mastermind group who do PPV. Particularly a lot of CPA marketers tend to do it. Um, Actually, there's a guy who goes to the London lunch. God, what's his name? Paul Fallon. Yeah, he does it. And you know Paul, don't you, Catherine? He goes,
Yeah.
to London lunch. Tall Paul. And yeah, so I know a lot of people who do PPV. So if it's something you want to learn about, and I'm sure other people would want to learn about it, I'm quite happy to get them in on a licensed partner team webinar, and they can talk through some campaigns and how they do it. But like I said, I only personally teach things which I do myself. And PPV is just one of those things I've never done. But like I said, I do know people who do it, and I'm quite happy to bring those people in to consult and train you.
Maxie said, is it worthwhile using Twitter to advertise your products?
Okay, that's a really good question. Simple answer is no. I okay, I'll tell you a little story about this. Years ago, I went to, well, it wasn't that long ago, it was probably in 2010 or something. I went to a seminar, and there was someone teaching Twitter, they were saying, oh, you can get 10,000 visitors to your website every week by using this Twitter strategy. And they were selling this very expensive course for about £5,000, I think it was, on getting traffic with Twitter. And part of the course thing was you got this big software package. And I realized the software package was just a rebranded version of another Twitter software product, which cost, I think it was like $200. So I went home and bought the software for $200, and I purchased, I think it was 10, how many was it? Yeah, I think I purchased 10,000, no, sorry, I think it was 2,000 Twitter accounts, which had been pre-registered with names and photographs and pre-populated with tweets, and set the software up to send tweets out every hour with affiliate links, and thought I was rubbing my hands together thinking I'm going to make all this money, and I'd have made no money. Sure enough, I got around 10,000 visitors, but they didn't buy anything. So Twitter is one of these kind of things. I mean, it's different in different niches, but particularly with the make money online niche, yes, you'll get lots of traffic, but it's very, remember we were talking about targeting earlier, it's very untargeted, and for whatever reason, I don't know why, I've just, from my own experience, I've just found that Twitter traffic doesn't really convert, and it's not a very good traffic, it's not a high quality traffic source.
Brian? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I've just saw a question. Someone was just asking, is there VAT charged on this? No, there isn't. I'm an American company, Sarah Star Business School Incorporated, so no, there's no VAT added on that.
And Sally, I think it was Sally, has asked, what about income tax? No, sorry, that was Jenny. What about income tax?
Well, that's, yeah, so...
Then the weekly cost of paid traffic, what about income tax?
Well, income tax, that's your own liability. I'm not going to give any tax advice. Obviously, it's different in every country. But yeah, you need to declare it as an income. So any commissions I pay to you, that's your own responsibility. You need to declare that as extra income, just like if you were had another job, or if you, I don't know, were selling things at car boot sales or selling things on eBay. It's all income. You need to declare it. Okay, but I'm not an accountant or anything. I'm not trained to give any advice like that. So you need to seek your own independent advice.
Steve wants to know, are there any upsells on any membership or Empower Network products?
Well, sorry, I don't offer any Empower Network products. Sorry to disappoint there. No. So no, the licensed partner team is a very different type of program. I'm just getting people in to be successful with this. So no, absolutely not. There's no upsells. There's no OTOs. It's what you see is what you get. I'm very clear about that. Sign up today. and there's no, yeah, you just go straight through to the thank you page where it says thanks for signing up. That's it, I'm afraid. There's nothing else sold. You have everything you need. You don't need to buy anything else. I'm not one of these marketers who says, okay, you've just bought this product, now to make it work you need to buy this other thing. I'm not one of those types of marketers. Everything you need to succeed is in this program. You don't need to buy anything else. You don't need to buy any other courses. You don't need to go to any workshops. You don't need to buy any expensive software tools or anything like that. I'm not going to upsell you anything like that. I'm not going to upsell you anything. I'm not going to offer you Empower Network or anything like that. So I just want to be really clear about that. And be very, very transparent about that. And like I said, I think that someone was saying there was a typo on the guarantee, but yeah, the guarantee, if you get your money back off, up to 30 days, you get a full refund for whatever you paid. So it is a full refund, so don't worry about that. Okay.
And if you join, you will realize that sometimes those typos do happen.
Yes.
Jim wants to know, he belongs to MOBE, capital letters. I don't know what that means, but maybe you do.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. And he says he's required to purchase the high-end products before you can sell them and receive commissions. I just want to make sure this isn't the same case here. I don't want to have to pay more money when I'm in.
No. It's not one of those programs at all. No, absolutely not. No. No, you don't have to buy anything else at all. I hate things like that. Stuff like that really annoys me. Yeah, that's kind of dishonest, I think. No. Okay, so as a licensed partner team, being 100% clear here, you don't need to buy anything else. You won't be offered anything else. I might recommend other affiliate products to you in the future in my newsletters, which I just send out regularly. But to be successful with this as a licensed partner team member, no, you don't need to buy anything else. In fact, I would recommend that you don't buy anything else. Simply because to be successful with this, you need tunnel vision, stop buying products, and start being successful with this. So no, you'll basically, as a team member, once you've referred a client through one of the squeeze pages where you're giving a product away for free, anything they buy from then on inwards, you'll be getting commissions on, even if it's a new product you've never heard of. And I'm releasing products all the time. And quite often, I have marketers like Martin Avis was saying to me the other day, I paid him some commissions and he logged into his affiliate center. And he was like saying, Sarah, I'm getting commissions for products I've never even heard of. What's blah, blah, blah? What's this? What's the traffic mastermind? I've never heard of that. What is it? And so people are quite often surprised when they get commissions for products which they've never even heard of. So no, you don't need to buy those products. That's absolutely not.
Yes, there's an interesting question here from Jerry. Is it possible to do both the Affiliate X training and the LPT training at the same time?
Yes, absolutely. It's a very good complement, actually. So the Affiliate Formula X class is like an affiliate marketing class teaching email list building, some kind of like high advanced traffic techniques, etc., etc. But yeah, so the licensed partner team is a really good add-on actually for the Affiliate Formula X class because it kind of like massively simplifies the whole affiliate marketing thing. But yes, absolutely, I definitely recommend that.
I find the two are very complementary. I quite often work from one to the other.
Right. Okay.
Michael says that he's it'll be a few days before he can join. How long will this offer be open till?
Well, we'll have it open for a few days, but the thing is, we're only taking on a certain amount of people. We only want to take on probably about 15 people, and to be honest, just looking at my stats, I think we're almost there actually. But so as soon as the spots are full, then we'll close it. But yeah, if you sign up tomorrow, you should be okay. Okay.
And there's a further question for Jim. Is the 647 the only amount required to
participate?
Join in, thank you. 100% of all your product sales.
Yes, absolutely. So the simple answer to that is yes. So if you sign up for 647, that's all you need to pay to get participate in 100% of all product sales. Yes, absolutely.
And somebody else wants to know: do you advertise for video ads on YouTube?
Well, actually, we have some team members who are doing that right now and doing really well with it. And I actually have a couple of training courses on YouTube marketing, which you can get. I actually did a 2-day live workshop out at Heathrow, actually, all about video marketing, and you know you'll get the video copies of that course. So I teach that as well.
Jim has also asked, can he build an email list, and with your list, how does he get the traffic through the same funnel? He can actually, Jim, you can use one of your own squeeze pages and then a thank you page, a squeeze page of Sarah's.
Yes, absolutely. So there's several different ways you can do that, Jim. So the kind of simplest way to do it is use one of my products on your squeeze page, and you can use the same email copy, everything else I provide you with all that, and basically you host all that information on your own server. And then to get their free product, they have to put their details in for basically the free product is hosted within a members area, like a free members area. And to get their product, they have to put their name and email address and then choose a password to access the members area. And as soon as they do that, they're then tracked as your customer in my sales funnel. So that's the way most people are doing it. Some people are just using my emails in their own sales funnel, kind of like duplicating my sales funnel in their autoresponder. But that's purely optional. You don't have to do that. But if you want to build your own email list, that's absolutely fine. You can do that. We have about, I would say, about 10% of licensed partner team members are doing that, which is actually really good. It's kind of like more for the advanced people, but I have a whole training module teaching you how to do that. Okay.
I'm just typing that somebody wants that typo in writing, so there is the guarantee. And Alfred wants to know, would you consider white labeling your products?
No, I don't white label any products at all. So no, I never white label products. I never offer my products as what are called private label rights products. I don't sell, like, you can't, you know, no, I don't do that at all. So sorry about that.
Ronald wants to know, how will he know he's got web hosting? The answer to that, Ronald, is you ask me and I give it to you and I send you login details and you'll know. Fine, all I need from you is your domain name and an email.
And you can do that via the help desk, and Catherine will set that up for you tomorrow.
Yeah, and you'll have that back within an hour. The payday is on the 5th. When will the first payday be? If they're going today?
Okay, so like I said, every product has a 30-day guarantee. So you always get paid for products, well, for sales that were made over a 30-day period ago. So if let's say today was the 5th, and so basically the way it works is, if I'm paying people today, they're getting paid. So let's say we're paying, let's say today is the 5th of January. Team members were getting paid for sales which they made more than 30 days ago. So over, 31 days ago plus. So that's how that works. So that's the way all affiliate programs work. Some, I mean, if you look at the ClickBank affiliate program, that's 60 days. So some affiliate programs are 60 days. You don't get paid. Yeah, so most are. So, but mine's 30 days. So that's how that works. So it's always 30 days in arrears, simply because of the refund period. And that's any affiliate program that's normal. That's kind of like a legal thing. Plus, a lot more than that. Some are 60 days, some are 90 days. But no, it's only 30 days.
Right. I think that's the questions done, Sarah.
Okay.